Get a little
some excitement.
We're gonna start
Yeah.
the
Little phase.
stream up here a minute early.
I needed some delay. A little bit of delay.
Nom, 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 nom.
On my ice chewing only.
I'm gonna bring a whole effects board next time. Just
We had something cool like that for a while. Oh no, I was just bringing my computer is what it was, and we were. No, we had a soundboard once, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
We put it on your tablet,
Yeah,
and they gave it to me once.
we could do that again. I have that Novation thing down here. We
I was like, one episode got taken away from me.
I thought about buying one of those just those audio effects just for the vocal effects where you can change it and all
Yeah.
that, like pitch and all that.
Yeah.
Kind of do the old school Russ Martin, just talking to little Russ.
see. We could rewire
Yeah.
this, and you'd have a bunch of buttons to push.
Good gosh.
Man,
Yeah. We could.
Then you'd be over there like making beats and shit during the.
I might. I'd cut it off though. Pre-show. I wouldn't let it bleed into the
Yeah.
regular show.
Uh-huh. We know your self
Man, listen
control.
to this.
We know your self control.
his self control is about the same as Javier's, but what I've kind of gathered.
There's flashy toys.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I think let's try it next week.
What about fleshy toys?
Fire- Yeah, those flashy.
Flashy.
yeah.
Like
that-
Flash.
we had
Like
that
flashes of
that
light.
celebrity boxer guy or whatever, social media boxer Minicon on our show, and he knows a bunch of porn stars. He was like, "I'll hook you up with their fleshlights." I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, just one phone call.
Did he say he'd run it for you? Like,
Are they
hold it and
custom
everything?
made? One
Maybe.
phone call. They,
Yeah,
are they
it was-
custom made for you?
No, man, it was just some porn star that he knows that makes them, or has hers, I guess molded or whatever.
And how many did you get?
Oh, we didn't get any yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
said
would've been
yeah.
like,
I said
yeah.
yeah. We didn't get any yet.
I need a few of those.
Yeah.
Flashlights are weird. I'll go on record. They're just weird.
the weirdest thing is seeing somebody's. Like I went into my old, like I was still moving shit out of my roommate's house,
Yeah.
and it was probably, I don't know, like a month and a half after I'd actually moved out. And I go in the garage to grab some of my shit. And like her boyfriend's flashlight is sitting in the garage. It's in the garage. I was like, what?
Howdy,
What's
Doug.
this
I mean,
in
that's the only
garage?
place that's worth
You
doing
can see
it
it
in,
from the
right?
street. That's funny. You're just driving down the road and like, oh, there's a flashlight right there in that garage.
Oh, what model is that?
You go check it out, like kick the tires of it. Man, that's a really nice flashlight you got there, sir. I happened to notice a few times on my
Man,
way to work.
Have you
Can
seen
I
people?
take that for a spin?
Have you seen people? They've
I'll bring
stuck
it
them
back
up into
tomorrow.
the exhaust pipe of a vehicle or whatever.
Yeah.
I've seen
Just
that.
blows out.
And we at work we stuck one in a tow hitch.
Oh
we
man.
crammed it up in there. So it's just a vagina sticking out of the tow hitch. Good times.
Terrible.
I'm already losing my voice. Already losing my voice.
Oh, sweet. He just emailed it to me.
What? The Devil's Rain?
No. No. Are we going to. Is that the song we're coming?
Making the devil's rain. Our neighbors were jamming earlier. And they're working out a new drummer, so we got to hear every song like 3 times.
So is just everybody around here just in a band?
Kind of,
Is that-
sort of.
Okay.
Feels like that.
There's
doesn't
a lot
it?
of them around here.
Because Robotuner's not too far, right? Thomas is.
Yeah, he's like two
Yeah.
or
Yes,
three.
it is. Yes,
Like
it is.
maybe 2 or 3
Yes,
miles.
he is.
Probably not even 2
Howdy,
miles.
Doug.
Nick Huff lives right down the street.
Yeah.
Lives
Yeah.
2 blocks over. There were a bunch of cops on his street the other day.
Uh-oh.
I was like, are they
Get 'em?
busting in on the knife, making business? Leave the poor man alone.
IRS.
Yep.
I saw some
Oh,
kid was
shit.
printing what's it called, lower receivers, and like building fucking ARs and selling them. Got busted by the ATF.
Damn.
That's a tough one too.
How
Yeah.
old,
That ain't
how
going
old was
away.
he?
He was a teenager,
You're
like
already getting a
like
shout
above
out.
18. Yeah.
Susie's giving you shout outs to you.
Oh.
Damn.
All right.
Well, hi.
You want to start this show up? Get this show rolling? We got a lot to talk about, boys. Hope you're ready.
We got a lot of meat on the loaf. A lot of meat on the loaf. Yeah.
A lot of clam on the wallet.
A lot of condiments on the hot dog.
A lot of gut in the locker.
A lot of gut in the locker.
The man in black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed.
This episode of the
Guns Last Kicker.
is brought to you by
Geist Note.
and
Victor Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here.
I forgot it was this one
I should be
already.
back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet I'm one of the lucky ones.
Fuck you. You're a goddamn communist. I'm a fucking Reagan-era fucking conservative, pussy.
Damn, Peter.
He needs to go seek religious help.
He does. I thought he did on Saturday.
Excitement,
Wrong religion.
trembling
Sounds
with
like it.
horror, and throbbing with emotion.
It's 3 guys.
And a metal zone.
They don't have metal zones in Britain.
Every 90s band used to do that.
That's a steadfast riff.
Probably is. It's pretty cool, though.
Show number 497. We are 3 away from 500. And it's November 1st, 2022, the first day of Native American Heritage Month. So
Yes.
that's for your people, Matt. Happy
Heck yeah.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin.
Are you this Tuesday, sir?
I'm sorry?
How are you this Tuesday,
I'm
sir?
great. How
My
are
voice
you?
already breaking up.
No, it's just rarely do you say Happy Tuesday to me and then I respond and then you immediately come back, how's your Tuesday going?
How is it going?
I guess it's going pretty well.
You're 7 days from Super Tuesday,
Yeah.
midterm election.
What are we going to do? Are we going to do that in
Are we-
a bunker? A bunker somewhere like 2 miles down?
Are we going to go back to the boiled owl like we did last time?
I don't think so.
Every election, we go to the boiled owl and it gets scary. We always arrive with vehicles
Then I got to go
packed
back.
full of weapons
I
and
have to
ammo.
leave there and then go to Texas Billiards if we're going to do it that way.
Why are you going to billiards?
Because that's where I left when I left y'all from.
The last time we were there?
Yeah, the Boiled Owl during the election. I went to Texas Billiards
Oh.
and watched the rest of it, or watched it till they closed, like 2 in the morning.
Were they still counting shit?
Oh yeah,
Don't they always keep counting shit? They're already making excuses for this one, too.
yeah. I'm
That
sure
the
it's
results
gonna
are
be
gonna be delayed.
clusterfuck.
Until
be
they
fun.
figure out who they won't wear.
But yeah, we'll start being just like always. We'll start the night off in here. Like honestly, we should be listed as election coverage because we
We
kind
should.
of are.
We should call out to
Except it's just a few hours later when we upload the show and stuff. So it'll just be
Next
like
week,
a little bit of a delay.
we'll call our friends who are at polling locations
Get
and
some,
we'll see how it's going.
We'll do the JJTM exit polls from
We'll call polling
from
locations.
all the locations in your great country.
The polling locations I'm thinking of are, Bucks, Yellow
Oh,
Rose.
those polls.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
yeah.
We'll do that too. That's where you want us to come.
Keep
That's
going.
What we'll do.
Yeah,
We'll just go up there.
I think you
Won't
got to
be the
pay extra
first.
for that.
Just wear your thin pants.
I don't know if you could do that in Texas, guys.
I mean,
You got to go overseas for that. As the great Charlie said. So yeah, my Tuesday's been all right. Weather's
Good.
been great.
some good old Fudge Tunnel just blasting your ears.
Yes.
That's what we're opening with. Fudge Tunnel, straight from Nottingham, England.
Not nail bomb.
No, because you thought the drummer
Yes.
from Fudge Tunnel died,
Yeah, and
and it was
nail
the drummer
bomb.
from Nail Bomb, which was a collaborative of
Dead Kennedys.
Alex and
Well,
Jello.
but his
and
his main band was the Dead Kennedys.
Was
I
Dead
think that's what
Kennedys.
he was known for the most. Peligro.
and Max Cavalera.
Yes.
They toured once. Fudge Tunnel, Sepultura,
And nail bomb.
and they did Nail Bomb
That's cool.
one time at the Dallas Sportatorium.
They all played.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, they did. Fudge Tunnel came over and did that. Did a tour with Sepultura so they could do Nail Bomb.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess post Halloween, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Should we introduce our guest?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're being observed tonight.
Observed.
Watched.
By the federal government.
Probably.
That's every night.
Well, yeah, that's true. No, we've got at the far end of the table, and if you're watching us on YouTube, in box number 4, you may have seen his face around many local Fort Worth establishments, including Lola's.
It's usually contorted more, but yeah.
Yeah. The other night, you dressed up like Doyle.
I did at least the lock. I did the
You got
devil's
the lock. Yeah.
Wore the Plan 9 shirt. I figured Misfits were in town, so my costume was a lost Misfits fan that made their way to the Methinks show.
There
Have
was
you
a lot
s-
of people that were taken off though from when you guys played and during their set, the Methinks set. Sorry, this is really podcast rude, but that were trying to make it down like you're like James.
James trying to make it over there.
Did he get?
Yep.
Did he get there?
I don't know. I haven't asked him yet. But anyway, welcome to the show, Stedo.
Thanks for having me.
Stedo.
Happy Tuesday.
I've been wanting to come in for a while.
Yeah.
And we finally got you in here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
And then at this end of the table,
Hello.
we have Tim from the Funky Pantera
Funky
show.
Pantera show.
Which
We're
we
talking
were-
nothing but Pantera pre Cowboys from Hell.
That's what we were doing.
That's all we
earlier,
talk
weren't we?
about. Yeah.
When do you think Vinny hung it up?
Man,
Started just mailing in beats.
we were talking about that, and I think Vulgar Display, yeah,
Walk.
just started getting kind of in that groove. That's whenever he transitioned from. Well, they had like 2 transitions, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't know if we can talk about
Well,
that these days.
they had that glam metal,
Pantera.
hair metal era, and then thrash, and then groove.
What's
yeah.
Oh,
Pantera's pronouns?
Pantera.
That'd be really confusing for their fans. Yeah, I agree. And he didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he mailed it in. He just started
Nah.
playing relaxed.
Yeah.
it was like he just got relaxed and then came with it. So.
He was still real technical, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
totally. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you, man. I'm in agreement with.
I'm
you.
in
not
agreement with
agreeents,
you. You
not
said vulgar. I
agreeants.
think that's accurate.
I think y'all are
Not
both in
agreements.
agreement with
Not
everybody.
agreements, agreements, right?
That's right.
What did?
I
Which
like-
one
I
was
like
it?
agreements.
Who was it?
I like-
Was it
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst?
Yeah.
He said agreements.
Yeah.
I think
we
we're
can
all in
be
agreement.
agreeance.
You're in agreement.
Was that like after 9/11 or something? I was like, I think we can all be in agreement here and say that was
And
bad.
everybody's like, that's not a word.
oh,
it-
this war needs to go away. That's what
Yeah.
he said. I think we're all in agreement here that this war needs to go away or something like that.
And a state whereby 2 parties share a view or opinion in agreement. It was a word, but everybody had never heard it.
Right.
Wow.
And everybody gave him shit.
so
and agreeance
actually,
was a
he
real
thrunched
word.
everyone.
Yes.
And it's been used
Damn.
more commonly now.
Yeah.
Since that whole thing.
It
than
was like an old
ever.
English word. That
Joke's
he
on
just
you. He
whipped
was a
out.
brilliant mind.
He was the smartest guy from Jacksonville,
Yeah.
Did
Florida.
Did W actually say strategery?
I don't know if that's a word. I think that's.
I
just
believe he
pretty-
said it though.
He did
yeah.
say
Strategery.
strategery, but I don't think it's a real word.
That one's not a word.
No.
In the Webster's dictionary,
How do
we're like,
how
we're
do you
not
say
making
how
that
do you say
one.
nuclear?
Nuclear.
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 Nuclear. That's
Like
actually a small town
nuclear.
Texas
Yeah,
type thing.
that
They go,
is.
nuclear.
That is.
Nuclear war. Wow.
Marlon's already ripping up the chat room, having fun in there.
Oh, good.
Pretty good.
Hey, did he respond to my text?
I don't know.
Something
but,
about a
was it
mortgage
penis
guy.
photo?
Happy
Yeah, that's
Tuesday,
me.
Dustin.
Happy Tuesday, Tim.
Tim,
Happy Tuesday,
happy Tues-
Stubbs.
Tim, happy Tuesday, man.
Thank you, Stubbs.
Yeah,
Happy
you're,
Tuesday.
you're welcome, man. Happy Tuesday.
So before we get into the fun time on Saturday night, Wednesday night, you and I went and saw Pussifer again,
Yeah, buddy.
and this was way better than the first time.
It's pretty darn
God.
good, I thought.
It was so tight, and the
Mm.
set list was way better. They still had the little bits.
It was awesome.
That makes my soul hurt.
It was
It was
cool.
really
good.
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 Like really, really
Yeah,
good.
I've heard amazing things about that show. From
Did you
everybody
Did you
that I
put
know
my?
that went.
Did you put the pictures and article up?
Yeah, they're up.
Oh, I didn't even know it.
Yeah,
Yeah. What do
they're
you
up.
think?
Go. Yeah, it was good.
People like it?
I guess I haven't seen how many people have seen it yet.
'Cause that
but it's
was
up.
late night. How'd
The
that
text
font? Did the
messages I
font come
got-
all fucked up?
No, okay.
Came
I
over
just
like it's supposed
copy
to?
and transfer. It's no big
I'll
deal.
check it out during the show.
But yeah, it's that was a good night.
Was
saw a
good
bunch
night.
of friends there. We saw Doug in the chat room up there.
Were you surprised Post Malone didn't come over and say, "Hey guys, what's going on?"
He did make fun of Post Malone
For a little, yeah.
for a little
He
bit.
did that the
dude.
last one too, though.
So I was at Post Malone.
Wanted to get to that.
How was that?
See how
Yeah.
that was.
Oh man, Posty puts on a great show.
Was it a lot of it around that mumble rap?
No. He
was that way we tried to
dude, he
find a
was
place to
bringing
park.
in
I've been driving around this car
little bit of
looking
that.
for a place to park.
Did Migos show up?
whenever he would
Too soon?
yeah too soon.
Okay.
Whenever he would start hitting those like hooks though, he would go into full on like almost like metalcore vocals.
Yeah, he's
Like
very
I
talented.
saw the shirt
Yeah.
he was wearing.
he was wearing a Power Trip shirt, and supposedly some of the guys from Power Trip were at the show. So
I
Yeah.
thought they were all friends anyway.
yeah, that's
Because
what
there's like old video of them all hanging out partying and stuff.
that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a good show.
It was a good show. It was.
How long was it? When y'all get out of there?
Man, midnight.
Oh,
Ah,
good.
so
we
you
were
got-
good and clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
'Cause
were
we-
afraid we were
And
going
we,
to have.
we still were in traffic for a little
traffic.
bit.
yeah. No, we got out around midnight.
What'd
and,
you pay for your parking?
$20.
Oh yeah, if you went to Pussford, it's 15.
Yep.
Oh,
They
man.
it was a
we
rate
got $5
difference.
Yeah.
cheaper.
You had
Wow.
to tell them what you were there for, and they it was.
I thought
$5
she said 25.
Yeah,
I thought she said
was-
25
I
and
thought she
ours
said
was
25 too.
15.
it was maybe 25. It wasn't that. It wasn't like
It wasn't
overly
like Jerry
expensive.
Jones,
No,
$150
no.
parking.
But man, it was a good show. I didn't know the first act. It was like Roddy Ricch or whatever. I knew one song that he did.
No Migos?
But no Migos. No Migos. Might have been safer if you stayed up here though.
It might have been. We'll get to that too. So it was a good show. I forgot all about those two being on the same night
Yeah,
until you said something.
I forgot about it too, and I bought tickets to fucking
I
Puss
know.
What'd you do? Just sell them?
Yeah, I sold them.
Yeah.
I sold them at
Were they
face
good?
value.
Were they good seats?
They were decent. Underneath, they were on the left hand side. So I guess stage right, whatever. and,
Yeah.
That's
You would have been by me.
Yeah.
or underneath the overhang from the balcony. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
was
back.
a little bit different. I
You were up
was,
front.
Yeah, up closer.
yeah. I didn't want to pay that much.
I was center.
How much was the ticket?
I think I paid like 60, 65, something like that.
Oh, really?
A ticket, yeah.
I wonder what the high dollar ticket was there.
It's like $85.
Yeah.
Still wasn't too bad.
But,
But-
it's such a small venue though.
So
So, I mean,
cool.
it doesn't
And
matter
that
where
was
you
great.
sit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing that I took away from that show was the crowd was more into this one. It's like the
More
Fort Worth
party
crowd
crowd.
was more into more with just having a good time and like.
I
just
think Fort Worth
doing
let
their
a lot
thing.
more drugs in.
The other one's in SMU,
I'm
right?
gonna be honest
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
It was a
Fort Worth let more
movie-
drugs in.
Yeah, I think the guards at Fort Worth just let everybody take whatever they wanted
Yeah.
to in and have fun.
In Dallas, everybody kind of got too stoned, I think, and they were just kind of sitting there like. Ugh.
Now, what sucks
And
is the
their
drink
edibles were
lines
too-
and
at both of them.
the merchandise lines.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get one of the posters, and I'd already shot. It was a couple of songs into Pussy for Set. I ran back there because there's no line, except like 4 people. The person in front of me got the last poster,
Oh, that
and the
sucks.
poster was awesome.
Have you been to?
I wanted it just because it said Fort Worth Auditorium on it.
Have you
Yeah.
been to his store out in Arizona?
I have not.
I can't remember. My sister just came back
They
from
don't let
there.
my people in Arizona. And Jerome,
Yeah, wherever it is, and she went to the store. She brought back a bottle of his wine.
I have a
and,
bottle of it sitting there, aging.
Good.
I got some
Good wine.
mustache wax that he makes apparently.
He makes mustache
Yeah,
wax?
he makes candles too. So we got
Damn.
candles, but she said you go in the store and they sell like shit ton of vinyl. Like they got vinyl from all these different bands and stuff.
So Manor just has like a whole town.
Yeah.
Like he owns everything.
That's what it
he's got all
sounds
the
like.
shops and stuff.
but very little Tool.
but he's got a bunch of yeah.
There's no tools.
There's no tools.
There's like 2 Tool records on
He's like, no,
vinyl. That's
yeah.
it. The other ones they didn't print.
but he's got a bunch of posters.
Oh,
And so she
really?
said next time she goes, she's gonna take pictures.
It's
and, like,
out there
what do
a
you want?
ways too,
Yeah.
isn't it? Like it's
yeah.
not near. Like you got to drive like an hour and a half away from a pretty like any major city.
Yeah, I
and
think she
it's
flew
like-
into Phoenix
and you
and then
drive
dri-
for
yeah.
another hour or
Yeah.
so.
That area is really cool to look at, though.
I heard northern Arizona is pretty freaking cool too.
It is, Matt.
It's
It
more-
is. It's where the Grand Canyon is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's where that. That's where that
That's where it is,
Grand
man.
Canyon thing's
Yeah,
at.
That's where it's at.
I thought that was in El Paso.
Flagstaff is awesome. I would live
Is
there
that where
in
the
a
Grand
heartbeat.
Canyon's at? Is that Flagstaff?
Close, but no.
Yeah, my niece was at University of Arizona Flagstaff for a while.
That's
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever go out there?
No, not while she was there. No.
Man,
that's where
another
Allie
great
wants to
party, so-
go.
Really?
I'll tell you this: the problem with it is there's no airport that's close. Like it's
So
it's
you're
expensive.
driving.
It's expensive to fly in to Flag. I mean, you can fly into Flagstaff, but it's really expensive. So it's not a major hub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's cheaper to fly into Phoenix, and that's a
just
bit
make
of a
the drive.
drive. That's a
Is it
long
like
drive.
4 hours?
I think it's longer than that.
Oh, damn. Well, that sucks.
Well, Jerome's close to Sedona. I'd go to Sedona too. That's sexy land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that was an interesting Wednesday night then.
It was cool. I liked it. I was like I said. I thought for like, I think if Post Malone would know that they were over there and who it was and stuff, he probably would have.
How did they
busted
not?
over there?
How did they not know?
Then maybe
you
he
live in
just
a
didn't want
fog?
to deal
Yeah,
with
I
it.
don't know.
Maybe he just didn't want to deal with it.
He got a Chicken Express
Uh,
shirt thrown at him up on stage.
That's awesome.
And he was just like holding it up. He's like, he started laughing. He's like, I used to work at the Chicken Express in South Lake. This shirt's awesome. Thanks. You know?
No one threw an Applebee's shirt up there?
No, I went through an Applebee's.
Because I got audio from him talking about Applebee's somewhere.
Oh, and he loves Olive Garden too.
Yeah,
Like that's his favorite Italian place.
I had Olive Garden last night, man. Wow, this thing's come full circle.
Did you feel like
Wow.
family though when you were there?
What's that?
Did you feel like family?
In the Olive Garden?
Yeah.
No, we went and picked it up.
Because
We
when
didn't go
oh
inside.
man, because when you're there, you're family.
That's right.
You are.
You are family.
And then, what's his name?
Vin
walks
Diesel
out.
pops
Vin
up,
Diesel
yeah.
pops out. It's like,
Hey, I gave you a homework assignment. I don't think you've
What
got
is the
to.
deal at Applebee's right now? I love fucking Applebee's. Also, if Applebee's if Mr. Applebee is in the house,
He himself.
Dr. Applebee,
Don
if
Apple.
he's here, feel free to donate $6 trillion to beat out Little Caesars.
was that Post Malone or was that Drunk Stubbs on Christmas Eve?
Exactly.
Same
What's that
person.
mean?
Yeah, I thought it was the same.
I
Corporate
was like,
needs you to
man, I
find the
think I've
difference
said
between
some of
these
this
two.
stuff before. Like, not just on the show. I've been.
I love Applebee's.
Applebee's is my place.
Dude, some weird shit happens at Applebee's after hours. Though.
Especially on Christmas Eve, man. You become close to people.
I'm sure.
And it's that season again. By the man, I'm a bachelor this week, so you know what? I might hit the Applebee's. Who knows? I might decide
This
on the way
week
home
and this weekend.
until Saturday. On the way home, be like, you know what?
Let's go tear up some Applebee's on
We get
Friday.
some Applebee's, man. Fuck it.
I watched two girls. They were
What?
at Applebee's.
What
man.
Applebee's was that?
Yes,
Lake
I'm there.
Lake Worth.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Scissor?
two strippers came in, I guess, and
I'll take it.
one of them sprayed milk out their titty.
Oh gosh, at the
At
Applebee's.
the Applebee's, man.
That's got to be a
Creamer?
health code
It
violation.
was the weirdest. It was a weird night. It was
Creamer
about,
for the coffee?
yeah, it was about 1:30 in the morning. I was into some half price appetizers, you know.
With the new dipping
Oh
sauce.
my
Yeah, and they
gosh,
were.
dude.
Was that cream for the buttery nipple?
Yeah, we found out that
think-
they come in trying to.
Hey, one of our movies that we
what
made.
strip clubs over there? What is it?
That's definitely gonna
Bucks?
be one of the
Bucks not too
scenes.
far from there.
One of our little
Yeah,
comedy
the-
shows
the
that we
Bucks
make.
Wild.
That's gonna be one of the
Yeah,
scenes for
like,
sure.
It's got to be.
Whoa, little cream for the coffee.
Well, you got everything down $1.99.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So you
true,
have all
yeah.
those that
So
lead
over
to
there-
Hazel.
Yeah,
And then you
Texas
have-
Cabaret. They used to be up there,
Yeah,
right?
they
the
were saying
Cabaret.
they.
There's a
they-
bunch up
Roxy's.
there. Yeah.
This was a
Roxy's.
long time ago, but they said they come in there. They would come in there trying to get people to come up to the, and so they would start acting crazy and like making out and stuff and take their tops off.
At
Applebee's Lake Worth.
Man, I'd be a
Telling you.
sucker if I was a waiter. I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. What are y'all gonna do?
Wait, where y'all at? I'm going.
Yeah,
Especially if you're going to give me cream coffee.
man. I think there was one Christmas. There was one Christmas Eve. I went to Applebee's 3 times in one night.
That was like 2-3 years ago.
yes,
4 years ago.
in
That was
one
Like
night.
the same
That was a
Applebee's or
fun but
yes,
shitty
right
night.
up there,
all right.
right up there at Roof Snow. Is it? They tore it down, didn't they?
No,
Oh, it's still there.
Yeah.
Man, I love that Applebee's.
We can go get some electric cooler.
Yeah.
whatever that blue drink is.
Yeah. And $1.75 PBRs? PBR pints? Something like that.
Then it was weird shots. They just kept passing around
yeah,
trays
Jello
of shots.
shots.
That was a weird transition that they did.
It was quarter Jello shots.
Here we go about
Go-
transitions.
Well,
again.
they go from like the family restaurant to like we like to fucking party.
Like,
Yeah.
what is it, 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
Get the kids out of here and get the clothes off, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have that drop somewhere too. I need to load that one up.
Get the clothes off, bitch. Is he doing radio? Is he going over there to the Freak too?
I don't think
There's
so.
no way.
I don't
Is he
think so.
doing any kind of
There's
media?
not enough cocaine. Huh?
I'm sorry.
What?
Is he not in any kind of
He's with something
local
doing
media
something
or
right
sports media?
now. Yeah, he's doing something.
Yeah.
Goodbye horses. Let's see.
Are they the only radio station or only company that's making money?
Get the clothes off, bitch.
I got
So
it.
brutal,
I got
dude.
all these.
So I feel like Cumulus is not making any money.
They
I don't,
aren't.
I don't think
No,
they can't be,
They-
man.
The
no,
only
they can't.
station in
It's sad.
the
that-
only station they have. They say it's the country, but I know it's for sure the state that makes money is the ticket.
Yeah.
That's
you
it.
know what's crazy? It's sad that we could play their drops now and they can't. Some of their
Mhm.
drops they can't play, but we can.
Yep.
So play it one more time just to piss them off.
Get the clothes off, bitch.
You wanted me to download that one night. I had no idea.
Because it's
why.
genius, man. One more time.
But it's not.
One more time.
They cut it that way, right? Because he said, "Get the clothes off, I bet you," or something like that.
Get the clothes off, bitch.
Well, geez, I just put them on, Dustin.
Sorry,
Just put these clothes on.
we could play 21-minute drop I have of. Let's see here. Never mind. it's not gonna
21-minute
work. Never
drop.
mind. I thought it was.
I think that's more than a drop.
That's where you just take a
Yeah,
break.
that's-
Yeah, we just
That's
sit
a
back.
show, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you're just listening to a show.
Vinegaroon.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Your voiceover deal.
that was a short career.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that career you were doing?
Remember, I was like, man, I'm going to start putting up demos and stuff. We just got to record them real quick.
Yeah,
And we didn't do it.
we didn't. Oh.
Instead, we sit around trying to make music and listen to "Get the Clothes Off, Bitch"
And
over and
laugh.
over again.
So on Saturday was the big night over at Lola's. We've been promoting this for months, years.
Years, yeah.
The Methinks record release show, which they have had this recorded. They're in the chat room. How long was it? They recorded this like last year and a half ago. And thanks to COVID, are just now releasing it.
Man.
And what a fun night that was.
Oh, it was a blast.
It was a blast. Man, a shit ton of people showed up too. I was figured that a bunch of people were going to Misfits, and so it would really suck down the attendance. But damn,
I think some people did go to Misfits. They like took off in the middle of y'all playing, or the Methinks playing. They're like, "Bam, I'm out," because I've seen a lot of pictures of some of the same people.
over at Misfits.
Yeah,
rolling
and I'm
in.
jealous
Why?
because I would have wanted to see some of that too. But
I heard that was a great show too.
it looked like it was a good
I've
show.
heard a lot of mixed
but
reviews
I had a better
back
time
and forth.
for sure.
I saw some videos of it.
of the Misfits. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the same old.
yeah, they're all.
I don't think the crowd there
Danzig's
had
old, man.
near as much fun as we had.
No,
I don't
no
think
way.
so either.
No.
So
Yeah, our crowd was rocking like docking.
And it was fun to play Lola's finally on that new stage and be extra superior loud outside. And it was fun because I walked. Andy, our old drummer, was there in attendance with his wife, and he wanted to show me something in his pants. So we walked down to his truck. It wasn't really in his pants, but that's still there. And he parked back down by the car wash while the Methinks were playing, and I wanted to hear how loud it was back there, and it was fucking loud.
So was there like at the old Lola's? Could you not play as loud because of where it was at, or?
Well, they always came out with decibel meters and
Yeah.
shit and got all pissy.
Oh man.
So they tried to keep it kind of regulated, but this stage faces Barry.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of the
And
hood.
there's a
so-
train that drives by and that whole little entertainment district to the side. You know, the houses are behind, but screw them.
Right.
We'll see how long they can do that. Hopefully, it'll be for a while. I think.
Trash Pocket said they finished recording that in February of 2020
Oh wow.
Really?
and out at Electric Berryland. So
Yeah.
2 years. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah.
Took 2 years off all our lives because it was over 2 years since we played live.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for getting me into the Methinks. Because I'd never heard of them until you started talking about them, or you were talking about. I heard you talking about them and how they're
Call
making
you
Halls Up
a
City.
man of Fort Worth.
They're making, dude. I'm so far out of the
Man of Fort
Fort Worth music
Real
scene.
man of Fort Worth.
Unless they're on Amplify 817. Man, I've just been out of it.
Man of Amplify 817.
Well, we appreciate you coming out the other night.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Illness struck the house.
Did you get
so-
diarrhea?
No, I mean my girlfriend. We thought she had the flu. I
Girlfriend
don't know
got
if she got the
diarrhea.
flu or not. She might.
Was the captain
I was
tapping?
like, I'm gonna stay here and take care of her and not get anybody else sick. That was at least the plan. But
We missed our cult ritual.
I like how he just passed the blame off on his girlfriend.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
100%. It works every time, right? The pictures look great.
There is some video that I've got to edit up.
Yeah.
It's pretty chaotic and pretty loud.
Yeah.
I shot it with the 360 camera up front, and we'll see. We'll move it around and see how it goes.
Sweet.
It was funny because
Did you get the whole show? Or the
Yeah.
whole set?
yeah, until the camera fell over, then some guy picked it up and set it back up.
You're like, damn it, there goes the shot.
But it was just like for a verse of a song or something like that. But then the rest of it is fine.
When you could still hear it though.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. I may just keep that up where it goes. Okay.
that might add to the chaos, man.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like some people came up to the stage and then a bunch of people got out of that pit area and stood up around the top because it was so loud.
Well, I went to the bar.
Yeah.
I didn't know did y'all have the bar going too, or is that just the Methinks?
Just the Methinks at the bar. And that was great too.
Yeah.
That was shortly after Susie killed someone.
What?
Is she laying low right now?
She hiding out?
Yeah.
She's up there in the chat room.
Did she burn the evidence?
She may have. Yeah. That's a story we'll save for her show. You have to listen to on Fort Worth Famous, but she nearly killed an old man, supposedly.
Oh.
Several fingers were pointed at her.
It delayed the show.
Was it a whodunit game, Halloween game? She do one of those?
No.
She really almost killed somebody? And there
They
was lots
blamed
of
her.
And they blamed her.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Oh man, I got to hear this. This is a
That's
big,
coming.
long package too.
Yeah, you have to wait till she does her show. She didn't kill anyone. And Ray talked to Bob. Okay.
Well,
He's
no,
all
you,
good.
you said she
Bob's
almost
okay.
killed somebody, so obviously she didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
so
He was almost dead.
almost dead.
Wow. Oh, is that while the ambulance had to show up?
Yeah.
Oh,
And Lundy's
Oh,
man,
Lundy
that
said he's
took
seen her kill
that took
somebody.
some time, dude.
Yeah.
Like, did the Methinks have more to play? They had to have, because I don't
Maybe.
think they got to play a full set. It seemed like they were cut short by that long ass interlude with.
You would have known
Ambulance
some of the people that showed up,
911.
probably.
Oh, I'm sure I would have.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, I've responded to calls in strip clubs before, and they don't stop. They just keep going.
Yeah.
I think that's what y'all should. That Methinks should have just kept going.
Just been
Oh,
like, yeah,
Was
fuck
it? I don't. They hadn't started yet, had they?
Mm-mm.
It was like right before they started is
Oh.
when it happened. I think they had just started their sound check or something,
Yeah.
and then
Look,
it
man,
happened.
the show must go on.
I think because they knew the guy, they
Okay, well,
they delayed it a bit. Had they
Yeah.
not known, they probably wouldn't have given it.
that,
Had it
makes
been
that makes more
Matt
sense.
or I, they would have just been like, fuck those two.
They probably would have turned it
They're
up
just gonna
louder.
play the show.
Matt's died before. It's okay.
Yeah, he could do it again
Yeah.
tonight.
Marlon's saying it would have been disrespectful to Bob, which is totally
Yeah,
understandable.
no, that is understandable.
But if it was
Very.
me or Matt, they
Yeah.
would have just kept going.
Yeah.
Totally understand. I would have been like, thanks, asshats, for saving me.
That was cool of y'all. Yeah.
Well, if I'm
Okay.
gonna die during a show, I want the music to be going.
Yes,
I don't want
yes.
to be like, oh, he died in a break.
And you want it to be good music too. You don't want to die to something shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Like was it the Asia was it North Korea that just had the accident at the,
The
Halloween
bridge?
party bridge?
The bridge that collapsed and 175 people died?
No, there was a stampede too the week after, and they
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of people got
A lot of people
like,
got
crushed,
crushed.
and
Yeah.
had heart attacks and stuff. I guarantee you that was stupid fucking music, man. There's 0% chance that was cool music going down. So,
it's probably
bam,
stupid.
if you'd have been there,
It would have been.
Look,
let's see.
Lundy said if it was Stubbs, they would have played for sure.
see, yeah,
See, so
So Susie
said-
it's good to go.
they'd have turned up. They'd be like, all right, fuck him.
She said that she's not going to talk about it like you guys will, so she wants to hear our take on it.
Well, I got to hear it. I got to hear the story first.
So what I heard was that Bob was watching her walk by in her outfit
Oh, you did tell me
and
that.
lost his balance and fell backwards on his head,
Oh,
and it
Things are
knocked him out.
Things
It
are
knocked him out
what
cold.
was she wearing?
things are
Little-
starting to make
Little
sense
skirt, little halter top thingy,
Mm.
looking all hot to trot.
now. So can he?
Why do you keep doing that? You've been doing this for 9.5 years.
Because
You
I
know
didn't get a
better.
drink.
Oh.
I'm not drinking booze this month. And
Sober November?
Yeah, sober November. I'm gonna try to go December too.
Okay, the holidays are going to push you to drinking. How are we going to go to Applebee's then?
Do it on New Year's Eve.
Be a way
So-
to end it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was walking by. He followed her with his head, lost his balance, and fell off his stool and hit the ground head first and was out.
Is he married?
And
what did he tell
then-
his wife he was doing?
He was there with
I was
someone.
looking at stars, like in
And
the sky. And
I
fell
think the
down.
girl he was there with, wife or whatever, blamed it on Susie. Said he was watching her and pointed her out.
So can he sue?
Why? Her?
I don't know.
No. It's Halloween. Get over it.
You don't think he can sue?
I'm
He
gonna
was
sue you for
rubbernecking.
looking hot.
Yeah, he was rubbernecking.
I would sue. Be like, I'm suing.
I don't know.
Anyway, before we got into this, I had a question for you, real quick.
So that's it. That's the story.
What? What's the story?
What I just said.
Oh
That's how
yeah,
he
no, I
almost
remember
died.
you told me the other night.
Yeah.
I remembered. I
Yeah.
did know about this.
Okay.
I thought I just totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a lot to drink that night.
You hooked up with old friends.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We all hooked up.
3/4 of Steadfast was there. The other one had to work late. He was supposed to be there.
I did it again.
Y'all could have got on stage, ripped
Done
through
a few tunes.
Back Door to Heaven.
Get Fritz up there and do some speakeasy.
Could have done some speakeasy.
Yeah. And then Matt Thomas, he'd go get 10-gallon stripper.
Yeah.
Something
I
like
then
that.
we could spit out some Tuesday Assassin
I
stuff.
hadn't heard the 10
Hell
gallon
yeah,
stripper in a
Tuesday
while.
Assassins.
Yeah. I did send you that link, right?
And then
Yeah.
Ex Mobius.
No, you never did.
I thought I did. The
Did you?
Tuesday Assassins video?
And then Ex Mobius
It's
could
up
have got up
somewhere. I'll have
there.
to go
I
find
don't know. Send it again.
it. Okay.
I love the revisiting.
Ex
of those
Mobius could have
things.
done a few songs.
Could have.
Have what?
But no, we got drunk.
Had the old coffee bar, Dana's Coffee Bar reunion. The
Yeah. The zombies. We were talking
zombies.
about that.
Yeah.
Zombies, Arlington.
We all
Freaking
played zombies
zombies.
in Arlington.
Good old
Oh.
zombies. I didn't
Galway
hate
played
that.
some
I
good
didn't
shows
hate
there.
that stage. I didn't hate that stage at all. Zombies.
Did you ever play it when there wasn't a stage?
I don't think so. I
And
think
then
we
they
only
got the
played-
stage, and then you felt like you were just cramped in there.
What-
because
That's the
it
only thing that
was
sucked is
like-
it felt like you were gonna hit
Yeah,
your head if
well,
you jumped
and
up.
Remember,
It was like,
we had like 7 members in our band, and we couldn't fit, so we had the DJ on the floor one time, and then the mosh pit knocked his
Coffin over?
coffin over, and then
Yeah.
we just a big brawl ensued
Mhm.
because
I
our
played
DJ just started punching people.
I played at Andy's in Denton before they had a stage, and it was like that. There was like a drum riser or something on the opposite wall.
Yeah.
And that was the stage, was this little riser. And I was like, golly.
I have an
So
old.
you go to it now, you're like, what the hell?
I have an old DVD of the last time Mobius played zombies. And it's bad. It's so bad. I mean, we were kids. We were all just young kids, just banging on instruments and trying to figure out life.
Yep. Good times.
Yeah. Good times.
But
It
boy,
was
So
good
crowds
times.
loved it.
Johnson and Fritz were there. I had a feeling they might be just because if they were in town, because haven't they showed up to some of the
Yeah,
the
they
Methinks
showed on
releases
Methinks shows and
before?
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, and shows,
and FTW shows and stuff.
and you just saw them.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I bet they talked about it and stuff, and they're gonna probably come up here. And then sure enough, there's Johnson,
Yeah,
just fucking hanging out with Fritz and the whole Whiskey Dick crew.
I walked back and y'all are sitting at the table just cutting it up. I was like, good times,
Yeah,
good times.
we were cutting up.
Did Mandy ever tell you my whole dilemma with her costume?
What did you think it was NASCAR or Slutty Driver?
Well, I saw it was a race uniform,
Right.
and then I was like, "Who are you racing for, or who are you
Did she start
representing?"
crying?
And she goes, "I was gonna get a real Formula One, but they're way too much." And I was like, "Yeah, you got to buy the full fire
Like
suit and
$400
everything."
bucks?
Yeah. She's like, "So I just got this costume, and like,
It's like Go Speed Racer, like sexy Go Speed Racer.
so it's got a zipper down the middle, right?
They almost fell out.
And no, on one side it says Raw, and on the other side it says Sing. And it's like, who are you representing? Raw City? Because I didn't put it all together that it was racing. I was like, who the fuck is Raw City? And now I'm going, is this like an EPL Formula One mashup here? Who is Raw City?
See, I got in trouble for bringing that up. I was like, you know what people are gonna think? They're gonna think you're a NASCAR driver, except you have a MAGA hat on because she had a red ball cap that she didn't wear. I was like, you don't need to wear the hat because it would confuse you even more.
You didn't get her a helmet?
No, I didn't know she was doing that. It was
Oh,
supposed to be a surprise.
Oh.
So,
Did you have fun with it later?
man, I might have. That was like things, like you said, things got rowdy.
Gets too drunk.
He gets too drunk.
Doesn't remember Raw City nights.
Raw City.
Raw City. Raw City.
Could be an album name for you.
Raw City.
Yeah.
So I got out of there and got home like at 2:30, 3, somewhere in between there, and then got up at 5 to go to the Cowboy game.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, I took a nap. Then went to the Cowboy game, and
How long was your nap? What, 2 hours?
3.
That's
and
terrible,
then
man.
had to work. We had to get there early because the dancers and the cheerleaders had the halftime show on Sunday. Their
Yeah.
Halloween halftime. And so they go through it a few times, practice it before anybody's there, and I kind of sit around and watch and make sure, see what they're going to do, so I know where to be during certain times and junk. And it was fun. It ended up being a fun day. It was a weird game.
Hey,
Any
I
of
saw
y'all watched
something
it?
about Jerry Jones getting some heat for his Halloween costume. What was it? I never saw.
He was a blind referee. He was a referee with a stick. And big
Why are people
blue
jumping in?
eyes.
I think that's
Great.
funny.
I
That's
think it is
funny.
too.
Why are people
Great.
giving him a hard time about it?
I don't know.
It's not woke.
Because it's
It's not
Jerry
woke
and they-
enough.
It's
they
not
want-
woke enough.
They're going to give him a hard time no matter what.
Yeah, true. But
If we can get sportsy, though, let's get rid of Zeke.
So we were just talking about this.
the week
Yeah?
before it was
Being
it was
the- being
Dak.
The old mullet militia. You know, we've had a fantasy football league for 15 years now, but that's all we ever do is talk sports, and that actually came up on our group chat earlier.
He's an overpaid Ewok. We don't need to see his face on anywhere in the stadium anymore. All he did was look at the sky cam every time it came by. It was like,
Mm-hmm.
come on.
Hey man, he was keeping the vibe up, for
Okay.
He's the
his
hype
team.
man.
Yeah, he's the hype
Then
man.
let's cut his salary and
We're
just
gonna-
have him be a hype man.
We're hiring you as the hype man.
Like
You can't be
Dez.
the main.
Dez comes to the
main
games and is a hype
MC.
man.
You can't be the main MC every night. You got to be the hype man every once in a while.
Des still
So-
shows up.
So this year's
Hangs
the
out.
year to do it.
Yeah.
Though. I mean,
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, this would be
Because-
it.
Let's get
You
rid
get
of him.
one-
He's old.
you get a 1-year hit of like 12 million in dead money on the cap, and then
Yeah.
you write
This
him
is
off. Then you're done.
This is the ultimate time,
Get
right?
him out.
And you got Pollard, and then you can sign another beast behind Pollard.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Our luck
two-
though, as soon
you
as
got
you
two
do that,
rookie
Pollard
tight
will get
ends
hurt.
to come in and that are ready.
help
they're
out,
just ready to go.
Yeah.
As
That's
soon
what's going to
as
happen.
see our luck, we would do that, release him, and as soon as we did that,
Jerry would die.
no.
no, Pollard would get
No,
hurt.
Jerry's going to live forever, man.
He probably is.
He's like the emperor.
I think he drinks the blood of young football players.
He's gonna live forever.
Drinks the blood of something.
He probably takes that
Young
bull,
strippers at
bull
Sherlock's.
testosterone
Yeah.
that they sell at Eckerd's.
Eckerd's.
He buys the stuff from Alex
Take
Jones.
me down to the Eckerd's. I want to get me some of that
Bull
that Eckerd's
semen.
Bull semen. That stuff makes me.
The
Right.
was it the rhino pills from the gas station?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like before they had those.
Yeah.
Now you
So
can do both.
He's
Ooh boy,
he's killing rhinos.
Just for that, just to keep himself alive.
Yeah.
man, what kind of man sweat would you have if you did both? You were taking the bull semen
And the rhino semen.
rhino semen,
Or the rhino horn?
rhino horn from the gas station.
The Chinese rhino horn.
Ooh, you better hide that thing.
What thing?
That's a weird thing for someone to say on the mic and then run out of here.
I don't think we got YouTube going. No one came in here and ran out.
Y'all didn't see that?
No. Golly.
Sorry. It'd be pretty awesome if someone did. I'd be like, whoa.
the fuck just happened here?
So did anybody go out last night?
Not really. I just kind of went
No.
home and ordered
No.
Olive Garden.
No, Javier and Chad went out to.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw them.
They went to Nickel City. Well,
Got
so,
their
okay,
pictures in
well,
the Fort Worth Weekly.
Here's the thing.
Stream and everything.
Edward texted us and was like, "Hey, we're gonna be in on South Main. Y'all gonna be out?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm at home." So they went out. They went to Nickel City, got their pictures taken. That's the whole reason why they went out. I swear. But
Just to get their pictures taken?
just get
So they could be in the
Yeah, man.
Instagram stream.
yeah. I think they thought they were gonna be in the paper.
Yeah. Those days are over.
Yeah, I think so.
You never knew. Maybe they'll do an October in review or something like or a year in review, one of the greatest nights of Halloween ever. And just show them.
Do you
two
think the
dudes.
weekly went downhill after they got rid of the back pages?
Man,
I was trying to think about when they
every
went back.
magazine
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, let's say that was.
I know
the reason.
Craigslist did.
Yeah. Let's go with that. There's a lot of reasons why the weekly went downhill, but we'll stick with that one.
This show just got intense.
I'm thinking that's
Yeah.
at least where it started.
Escalated quickly.
Let's stick with that reasoning.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't,
definitely Craigslist did.
I don't know where to find call girls anymore.
I know. It's,
Sucks, man.
I mean, maybe when all your
You can't look for mentally challenged
mind.
call girls anymore. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm up for a few awards. Maybe I should hold my tongue
yeah.
until
Hold your tongue until afterwards.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, you said it.
That Jim?
You're not up for.
Did you hear that? You better put the disclaimer on it because that was a hot one.
When
That one could get wrote in a set somewhere.
did y'all get y'all's? Oh yeah, y'all didn't get one.
No,
Did
we didn't get one.
Andrew got one. I don't know if he's got his yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hang on the wall. I think y'all got one for something though.
No, not this year.
Okay.
No.
Did y'all get y'all's ones for last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that from last year.
Because one of ours took like 3 years to get.
I'm upset though. We didn't. Did they have the radio personality one again?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm upset. I'm upset with you on that one.
That was me.
Or like internet radio.
That was me.
I know. I'm upset about that one. That's right.
That's
right.
the one you wanted to keep.
Yeah. Out of all of them, yeah, that's the one we wanted to keep.
That was the genius move that y'all done.
Yeah.
Was holding that forever.
Yeah,
that was
that-
great. that was great. Yeah.
People
Was
got
Johnny
people,
in the
people
chat
got
room?
wise. They got wise and figured it out.
Johnny's not in the chat room. That's the thing that pissed me off about Saturday night, if I can go off on this. None of photographer friends or the Fort Worth Weekly were there to cover the Methinks record release show. Place is going downhill. I don't think the Fort Worth Weekly
I didn't really
does
see
music
anybody
anymore.
at the Pacific show either.
They got that music awards.
Did
though.
you?
Well, let's get into that.
How much music media was out at the Pacific show? I
There
didn't-
were 3 of us.
Yeah. What the heck? There was more.
Or
in
no,
Dallas.
there were 4 of us.
There was
were
more
4
in
of us.
Dallas, wasn't there?
And I did it for Blitz. Jose did it for Audiohead, and the 2 others were for different touring
So
publications.
the weekly wasn't there.
No, Weekly never does national shows, and I don't know why.
I wonder who was at the post show. I mean, I'm sure they had some decent media coverage.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like you get more media coverage out in Dallas just because it's Dallas. Fort Worth is still very low key on a lot of that
I
stuff.
don't
it
know
seems.
who was allowed to be
I know,
there
True.
because I didn't hear about anybody going. Maybe Jose did, but
Was
I
it
don't
was it
know.
Live Nation that was?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, they do everything right.
Yeah, pretty much.
So more than likely, they just didn't get back to whoever was supposed to.
Could have been, or just didn't want anybody out there.
That
Since he
would-
did Dallas,
Yeah.
a lot of times when shows are close like that, super close,
They'll
they
just
won't
do the
do
one.
it. Or if you do a 2-nighter, media comes on the first night, the second night, no one's there.
I will say that was the most pyrotechnics I've ever seen inside of a smallish arena.
Did he have an ego ramp?
No, but he had the. I mean, so I don't know. Did you see how the stage was set up?
No, I
So
haven't
he-
seen anything.
So he
about
had
the
like
ego
one long stage right in the middle, and then 2 smaller ones that kind of offshoot from the main part of the stage. But they had like his intro was like a fucking wrestling show.
Really?
Like he came out like he was in WWE.
That's kind of badass. That's kinda
Smoke,
really cool.
lights, flames coming up, all that stuff. But they had some loud ass fucking pyrotechnics. It actually startled me. I thought someone like shot.
Did you think it was going to be like a Great White show?
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. But I mean,
Couldn't let it go.
it was enough that's put some curtains
Gotta
next to it.
bring
And, I'm
up,
sure
man.
it would have lit off.
Anytime it's around, it just floats by. You just throw that fishing line out there.
I
every
think that's how I'm
time.
going to start entering.
All the exits were
anywhere.
available though, so
Like a wrestler,
I was ready to get out.
that'd be pretty badass.
Yeah,
If you went to work like that,
pyrotechnics and shit. Just
if you went to work like that, you just ran into your place of work like, wow.
So I found this thing, and I want to buy one, but they're expensive as shit. And well, you have to you can buy them in pairs. Oh, that does kind of look like a cool stage. But it's these two devices, and they shoot sparks out,
Yeah.
and they'll shoot them up like 50 foot, but they're cold sparks. You can stand on top of them,
What?
and it won't set you on fire. It's the type of the way the machine
Right.
does whatever to the mineral you're putting it in. I had the website up because I've been looking at all these stage effects, and because I think spectacle needs crazy stage effects.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
So, but it's cold. It doesn't burn you. You can put your arm on it, your hand on it. It won't catch you on fire because it's cold sparks. I was like, that's pretty neat. It's better than getting Grinder Girl up there and just like a Letterman or the Jim Rose Sideshow.
I mean, there's something to be said for that too.
Yeah, you always want the Grinder Girl around, right? So yeah, Halloween. I went to the doctor and sat up there till like 8 o'clock to get all my drugs for this sinus infection. But I'm on steroids.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Getting swole.
I'm getting swole.
Yeah.
Just in the waistband area though,
Yeah.
and probably won't be able to sleep at all tonight.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be all
I am
jacked up.
I have to take 2 more.
They give you a shot or
little
the pills? Yeah.
pills that you take 6 the first day and you
Yeah.
gotta space them all out. I have 2 more to take.
Yeah, you're gonna be wired, man.
I'm not sleeping tonight.
I've been on the steroids for different reasons, for old man gout stuff. But
ouch!
Every time I'm on them, it's not that I don't get sleep. I do get sleep, but I have the weirdest nightmares ever.
Well, now I really don't want to go to sleep. I don't care about nightmares though.
Dude, I actually fucking love nightmares.
You do?
Because I like horror movies, and so it's my own brain making.
Wait, we
my
talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
But you sat in your chair with a lock the door.
Yeah, well, that was for that but I'm talking like Freddy Krueger and stuff like that. I love horror movies, and so it's like my own brain making its own movie, man.
So you like the stuff that's not realistic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the real shit. No, I'll pass on that.
You like the purges?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it could happen.
It could happen, depending on what administration decides to do and comes in. Yeah,
Since you're wrestling with these headphones, man.
We could have a purge next Tuesday.
Yeah, it could fucking happen.
Could really
man.
start.
Yeah. What if they did that? Purge is inactive now and no one's prepped.
We're like, whoa, what?
Whoa,
That's the way to do it, though.
Yeah, everybody would die.
Yeah. Start over, man.
Everybody would die.
Yep.
What would you do?
I'd try to get
I
up to
don't know.
Denver and get in that little bunker under the airport or something. The elites, man. I'm gonna sneak in with them.
But if they did it just like last night, supposedly in South Fort Worth, there was a weird siren going off. It was all over the Fort Worth Reddit.
Really?
And Twitter. Like there was some weird siren that no one's ever heard before. They were like, it was like a European ambulance siren, but a little weirder. But it kept going off, and a ton of people heard it. And supposedly someone said it was coming out of the tornado sirens, but it wasn't the.
So a lot of
was like-
those.
Somebody hit a button on accident.
Yeah, a lot of those civil defense sirens, because the city of River Oaks runs their own siren. It's not set up on a system like Fort Worth, but you can make it do different tones and stuff.
Yeah,
So-
you can make an announcement.
So that's
on 'em.
what.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of people were like, "Well, it's Halloween. Is this the purge?"
Yeah.
But what if they did it just like that? Like, no alert. Like all of a sudden, it's purge time.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Grab my bags and I'm heading out the city, man. I'm heading out to
Arkansas.
Oh, I can't say where I'm going.
I've got my short list of people to call and be like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm heading
Where are we meeting?
I'm heading northwest.
Let's go.
Heading northwest.
I load up
Get
the
way out
truck.
there.
I'm not leaving. I'll run up Roof Snow here, the AT&T building up there, and no one's getting in that thing.
I think we've had this discussion before about that.
Yeah, I'll just wait it out up there.
Just wait it
that
out.
building's
Diesel
pretty much
generator,
zombie
God,
proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can last for a few weeks without power. So you
Yep.
kill the power to it.
How about that AT&T building downtown?
Yeah.
It's got no windows and shit.
I'd be
It's all
scared
creepy.
that it was going to get TNT'd.
Who's gonna have time to build freaking?
No, I'm talking about
just
them
roll up
thinking
with
that there's some kind of
dynamite.
big ass riot and stuff, and they got to go in damage control, so they destroy the building,
Like AT&T destroys their own building, like it's WTC7.
like FBI. But yeah, right. That's what I'm getting at. Now our
We're gonna-
our show's not going to get up there for sure. I think we just have pissed off every elitist
we're getting to
company
it.
ever.
We're getting to it. But first,
There's a good chance this show's not going to see the day of light.
I'm going to throw it out to Jeremy Perez, who's executive producer of this show again.
Executive producer.
He came in with the huge donation this week. And the note he left was, on this day, Ivy Mike, the first thermonuclear weapon to utilize the H-bomb design of Edward Teller and Stanislaw Ulam, is detonated in the Marshall Islands in the Pacific Ocean.
Wow.
I need to sample the More You Know sound. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Is Jeremy drinking Manhattan Project right now?
He should.
He should. Sounds.
They still have Bikini Atoll and all that?
Mhm.
They didn't
Yeah.
change any of their names?
Not really.
I thought someone got pissed off. Was like, you need to change the
Oh,
name
it
of
was the
this."
small man or little man or something like that. There was something that sounded real pedo-ish, I think, and so they changed it. It was like the little man or little kid or
Little
little
boy?
boy, little boy,
Little
I
boy.
think is what it was.
Fat man and little
Fat
boy.
man and little boy?
Something like that.
Do people
So
not
they
know
changed
they're
it.
A-bombs? I mean, come on. It's history.
Yeah, I want to drink that little boy. When you say it like that,
Yeah, I guess if you go to the
Yeah.
bar
I
and
think
you're
that's
like,
probably why they did it.
Yeah.
hey, you got any little boys back there?
What? I'm sorry, sir. You got to go overseas for that one too.
You're right on that. I
We're
don't
at this
think
time period that people don't, people don't remember what little boy and fat man were.
I
That's
dare.
true.
I
You got
dare
any
you
fat
to go-
man?
Hey man, you should drive out to like Longview, Texas, and go to some biker bar and go in there and ask for that.
Just,
Hey, buddy.
you,
Hey,
you guys carry a little boy?
got any little boys back there?
I need a 6 or little boys.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that wouldn't be a good prank. Don't do that. If you're a
Right.
younger kid and you like to do pranks and stuff, we don't recommend that one. That-
I'm going to Palestine and doing it. This looks like a good bar. Y'all got any little boys?
Jacksonville, Texas might be better. That might be better.
I'll try that one there too.
Athens. There you go.
I'll just that's like a loop. I'll just hit them all
Yeah,
right
there you
there.
go.
Got any Sixers of little boys
If
back
they
there?
kick me out, I'll go the next town. And what's the town Jerry Jones took over?
I think Athens, Lake Athens, is where he's doing a lot of
Is that
investing.
where he's doing all that weird stuff?
A lot of investing. And
Where'd you
stuff,
move
I
the
believe.
team to?
Yeah.
The Athens
We
Cowboys.
should move out there.
We should.
He'd love that. We'd become his neighbors. Hey, man. His lake neighbors.
You want to come over and do the show?
Yeah, man. We're going to fish a little bit, probably. I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe play some
You got any little
categories.
boys?
Got any little boys?
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense they changed the name.
It's hot as hell. I like to drink little boys when it's this hot.
God. Have you been to the Manhattan Project room yet?
I haven't, but I heard their food is delicious. Like, I've always wanted to go down there. We should make a field
Kinda
trip.
We should. It's kind of swanky,
Yeah.
but it's in a weird part.
I thought they were kind of like not a brewery or whatever, but like you couldn't go and tour the brewery. Like,
I don't know if they do tours,
Like-
but I
like-
know they have
like
a
they used to or
have a
whatever.
kitchen that's really
Yeah.
good. That's the thing, man. Up in Colorado, it's all
Yeah.
about the badass breweries that have badass kitchens too. I guess it's getting that way here too, kind of.
I need to go try their key lime pie.
The thing is, craft
Bikini
beer is
Atoll.
starting to
yeah, it's going more towards
Teeter-
liquor. I
yeah,
think.
it's starting to teeter
Yeah.
off.
I've
but-
stopped drinking so much craft beer. As
I've
I've,
had to too.
as I've gotten older, man, it's just like it fucks with my
Wrecks
guts,
you.
man.
Yeah, it
I'm
wrecks
just
you,
tired of being full of air,
and
Yeah.
it messes with your allergies. Those hops sometimes bug my allergies.
and I don't need a bunch of beer with lactose in it.
Yeah.
Martin House.
I was told
They're
that
not the only ones doing that though.
you're supposed to
Why?
actually heavy pour your beer and get rid of the bubbles.
Yeah,
I was like,
and shake it. as
right.
you're
I
drinking
didn't, I
it.
didn't think
Yeah,
that
you
was-
want the gases to come
Right.
out and stuff. Not in your stomach before you drink.
right. But
You don't
flat-
want
flat beer
super giant head,
tastes
but you want
terrible.
good head on it, so
Yeah.
it gets thing, and then you
Except the little
swig it
boy's
around.
head. That's really good. The
whole
little
reason why
boy's head.
Guinness has the damn ball in it.
Well, nitro's a completely
Yeah,
different story.
nitro's a whole different. Yeah.
You give me some nitros and some little boys and some balloons.
Party time.
The little boy's head. I mean, it's there. I mean,
Yeah,
Remember
I'll
that
wait for
night
it
we
to
had
die
little
down.
boys and whippets?
I'll wait for it to die down before I start drinking it for sure. Let the gases come out.
Jesus. I just looked at their menu and yeah, little boy's not on it anymore, or the Fat Bob.
Yeah, they changed it. It's something else, but like it's got a different name. Same beer, but different name.
Which one
I
was
believe.
it? Do you remember?
Can't. I'll find out next time I talk to someone up there.
Probably change it to Fallout. That's the Hefeweizen.
Not bad.
Nope.
They got good beers though.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Or was it the Redgate?
Redgate's the amber.
Yeah. Was
Yeah.
the little boy the amber?
You're saying Gate?
Not sure. Yeah, Redgate.
Okay,
Red
gotcha.
Gate. Not Red Gape.
Red Wing.
Just making sure.
Which one do you want, the little boy or the red gape?
Was there an H bomb? Was there an atomic bomb called the Red Wing?
There is now.
There is now. Russia's like, well,
Am I
thank
really
you,
looking
thank you,
at this?
Comrade Matt. We will take that name for our missile.
I fucking knew it, y'all had bots.
Delayed
knew it.
destination.
Damn it.
Atomic Alliance, Half-Life, Double Half-Life, Cold War, Particles Collide, Gamma. That was it.
Think so?
Yeah, because it was the. I thought it was a hazy IPA. Was the little boy
You talking about Gamma?
Gamma?
Was Particles Collide Fat Man?
I don't see. I don't see it.
Well, I'm glad we're talking about Manhattan Ale Project. That's a good beer.
I
if
think they
you
should
ever
sponsor
visit
y'all, to be
Dallas.
honest with
No,
you.
that'd be awesome.
I think they should do.
At this point.
Might have some problems at that point though with employment.
Some, I got a little conflict of interest.
Little bit of a conflict of interest.
Big Head Little Boy beer.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That's not what I'm looking for.
You need to shut that browser and burn it.
Do
I hope
not-
you're on
do
a
not type that back in.
on a VPN at this
Yeah,
point.
why don't we-
Yes.
Man, Russia's looking up some weird shit.
Actually, I'm on a VPN.
What the hell?
I'm in England right now
Huh?
because of what I was looking up earlier.
What are you looking up? More conspiracy stuff?
Well,
This is a
Operation
very
Earnest Voice.
conspiracy heavy.
Oh yeah.
This has been a conspiracy heavy show.
Dude, we got
We haven't even started yet.
I know.
So my job got hit with ransomware.
Uh-oh.
Just like last week, man.
Really?
Crippled us.
Really?
Yeah, we were like, we don't negotiate with terrorists, and we fucking just wiped everything. Started brand new. Our dispatch center was all like.
How long did it take
we're
you to work
we're
through all that?
still dealing
Working
with
through
the effects of it. Yeah,
bet.
it was. We have no idea how much they wanted it. So it was weird, man. I show up to work, and it was just like the movies. They'd been watching our system for long enough to figure out when people were getting to work.
Yeah.
And so we get there, and I sit down at my desk, and my boss comes in, and she goes in her office, and then the printer starts going off, and I just figured she's printing something. So she comes up, goes to the printer. She's like, "Are you printing something?" I'm like, "No." So we just figured someone sent it to the wrong printer, you know. And then we get a ransom letter, and it was like
On the printer?
yeah,
Oh shit.
and it was all the printers on the network were getting the same thing. And the ransom letter said, "We have taken control of your system. Your files are encrypted. Do not change this. Do not do this. Do not try to take this. You will lose everything. Do not contact the local police. Do not contact the FBI."
That's what they always say.
They're like, they do not care about your stuff. Just all this shit. Go download a Tor browser. Go to this website. Put in this password, and that's how we were going to find out how much our ransom was. And our company was just like, nah.
Damn it, Dustin! You told me it wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, dude. But it crippled. I mean, it crippled our comm center, man.
I thought we were just rounding off to the nearest cent.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
It crippled our comm center.
Damn.
we were-
How long? So what y'all? So you were part of the group of people that discovered it, huh?
Yeah, and so I was in.
You're
so-
like first on the scene.
Yeah, and when everything got shut down, like we couldn't. Everything's done digitally now, so it's all CAD dispatching. So that's all through computer.
Did you bust into your boss's office and be like, "Pff, "We've been compromised, sir"?
No, not quite like that, man. We were just trying to figure out what to do with our day, but it was just fucked up. So everything shut down, right? And then
I would have busted.
Were there
we have-
quick camera cuts? Dun, dun,
yes,
dun, dun, dun.
there's a lot of that. And then
We've
I
been
got
compromised.
I got thrown into doing some dispatching
Go
shit.
hit
I've
the
never
switch.
talked on the radio other than in our truck. So it was just weird, man. We went everything like back down to like the Stone Age.
Whoa.
No computers, writing like handwritten, dispatch tickets and passing
Did
those
y'all
on.
did y'all take a shower
Wow.
together?
Yes.
Did your
We s-
podcasting career help you in the radio?
Had to.
On
It-
the radio.
I
Had to.
did. I tried to get my radio voice,
Yeah.
and I talked really nice.
You're
on
like,
yeah.
I'm going to dispatch you on something, but first let me tell you a dick joke.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. No,
you
but
ever had a little boy?
we're still dealing with the struggles though, and we're like
That's-
almost like a week and a half
Yeah.
in, almost 2 weeks now.
So
If
what
you
did
use
y'all
Max,
just call
that's
the
what happened.
FBI immediately and we're like, "Hey,
Yeah, they're
We've been compromised.
they said that they recognized how
it all
how
went
the letter
down.
was written and everything, and so they're like, yeah, we know of this group. I figured they're probably in Russia.
Did they not
but
say their name? What the group was or
nah,
anything?
they didn't. Not that I heard.
Hmm.
I'm not that level in the organization. Can't say company.
Did
Organization.
y'all did they communicate it? Or you know what? You're probably not supposed to be answering these questions.
No, man.
actually.
It's all in the news now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Our PR
So-
guy.
So did y'all communicate with him at
wild.
all?
No.
Just like
Our CEO was like,
Don't.
he was talking to our IT guy. Who's like, "Hey, help me download the Tor browser." And he was like, "What?" He wanted to go on there and like figure out, and then basically said, "I've got 2 words for him." So,
he wanted to send a fuck you.
oh yeah.
Well,
You know, those guys don't care. It's state. It's all state back.
they
you
don't
know,
give a
it's
shit.
Russia or
Compromise this.
Did y'all air
Like-
gap yourself from everything?
yeah. Like,
sir?
so AT and
Airtight?
T. Yeah, AT and T has actually had to rebuild their side of our network on FirstNet to whenever everything gets shut down. We literally cut all ties to our
Y'all
our
are on FirstNet?
We are for our phone services and stuff. Yeah,
That's why our
this
FirstNet went down.
conversation's hurting my brain.
probably, man.
That's probably why they killed our first.
But it was like fucking cut the cables to the servers outside. Just shut everything down.
Because when did this happen?
almost 2 weeks ago. Like not this last Thursday,
Yeah,
but the
because I was
Thursday.
sick last week. So yeah.
Yeah.
There for a while, FirstNet was gone.
Yeah,
And
So
none
there
of
been a-
none of our devices would connect anything.
that's probably why.
Because that's why all our stuff has been moved over to FirstNet.
So has this
they
been
killed it.
happening to a lot of local companies? and stuff?
Hospitals.
Oh, mainly
Mainly
hospitals.
in the hospitals, yeah.
Damn.
Because they pay apparently or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Wonder if it's the Ukrainians or the Russians.
I'm betting Russia.
I bet it's Ukrainian.
You think Ukrainian?
It's got to be Ukrainian done.
I feel like they got a
Or
little
it
bit
was
too much on
Matt
their hand.
at his
Or
house.
It's,
in Arlington.
it's me trying to figure out some code for F1. I'm like, fuck, I think I fucked up my Xbox, man.
And then
Damn
you just
it.
knocked down a whole
Just
network.
yeah.
It's like this whole war game situation.
They'd figure out pretty quick though that I wasn't the hacker that I was portraying to be. They'd be like,
I got a question about
like
this.
you'd
when
call
we're
my
off mic.
bluff. You'd
Yeah,
call
yeah.
my bluff
Yeah.
pretty quick, probably. I think if I tried to pull that off.
Yep.
Because we were all trying to
Don't
figure
even
out
try up,
what
down, down,
the
left,
fuck
right,
is
left, right,
going on.
BA start.
And we were all getting mad.
Don't even think about it.
And we were throwing our shit around going, like, what's the point of having all this stuff and putting us on this our own network if it's
Right.
not up or
Yeah.
not there? We can only connect on LANs.
Man,
And so anytime I needed to do anything on
you
my
had to be wired in.
on my little tough book, yeah, I had to go plug in.
Dude, those
somewhere.
things will fuck someone up if you hit them with them. Just FYI, it's a good
Oh,
weapon.
and they're good.
Yeah.
Wheel chalk. If cars rolling down a hill, we figured that out.
For a
Those things are
747?
heavy as shit.
Yeah, they're like what, like $4,000 a piece too?
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah, they're stupid priced.
that. Yeah.
But they can take like a grenade.
Yeah.
I think that's what their commercial is like, we put this computer on top of a grenade and the grenade went off and it survived.
Wasn't the gorilla with the suitcase?
No, that was Samsung. Or Samsonite.
Samsonite.
Yeah, Samsonite.
Right.
Well,
The Cadillac of
you want to get into
luggage.
more conspiracy talk?
Yeah. Let's
Because
do
we
it.
had
We're already kind of here.
Yeah.
there was some crazy shit.
Might as
that
well
went on
dive
this
right
weekend.
into it. Yeah.
There has been some weird, crazy things, and it's so funny that no one's really talking about it at all. It's like there's been like 3 major stories in the last week alone, and then the last 2 weeks, I would say, there's been some crazy stuff happen. And the media is so hung up on this election and these assholes that it's like
And Kanye.
and Kanye, I forgot about that. But they're like fucking so into Republican Democrat shit that they're not even touching it.
Well, especially when someone gets attacked in their own home by their sexual lover.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with.
You're going with sexual lover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with they have something going on. But, I mean, Paul Pelosi gets attacked in his house. Was that Friday?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, by a naked guy. And the first thing that comes
Oh,
out.
he was naked?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh,
Didn't
wow.
they said he was a part of a nudist colony?
Yeah.
too?
And Paul Pelosi was in his underwear.
Oh.
And the first thing that comes out is this guy is an extreme right wing militia nut.
Well, yeah, of course.
And then it comes out today, or maybe it's Sunday, that they were looking at the wrong person's profile on social media.
Oh, okay.
It was a guy with the same name,
Sure, buddy.
but
Come-
it was a different guy they were looking at.
Come to find out, he's just a nudist. All
He's a
right.
nudist that
Has
supports
mentally ill
BLM and Pride.
Isn't he
and-
mentally ill too?
I don't know if he's mentally ill, but he's a Canadian that's here illegally. His
Oh.
visas
Yeah,
ran out a
he's-
year and a half ago.
I like how the San Francisco, like the prosecutors have already said there's not going to be any media in the court at all. You're like, okay, motherfuckers, come on.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah.
not actually a court hearing that's happening then. Yeah.
Well, he's
But there's
he-
so
he
many weird
checked
things
in
about
today. I
this.
think he was arraigned or some shit, right? Today.
Yeah. So since Nancy wasn't there was no on-site protection.
Right.
That
But they live
drives
in
me nuts.
they live in a crazy neighborhood that they say is like a fortress to get into. It's the same neighborhood Elon lived in.
How does a third in
Okay.
command? How does the
Yeah.
third in command not have 24-hour security?
She
at their-
does.
I'm talking about at their residence.
But yeah.
But they follow her around, not him.
But it seems like they would keep someone on a home
Just-
detail.
yeah, station.
Yeah, that's what I would figure too. But it's they only follow her around, and she was gone,
Mhm.
so the detail was with her. So I left the house alone.
So he got fucked up probably.
So when the cops got called, like Paul talked the guy into letting him use the restroom, in which he called 911 on his phone and left the phone just open. And the 911 dispatcher figured out that there was something going on and that they needed to dispatch on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the police got to the house, the police report and the little media statement they did afterwards, little stand-up they did talking about everything, said that someone let them in the house.
Yeah, there was no break.
See, I heard it was he broke in the back door.
Yeah, I
whatever.
thought there
no.
was a broken window
No,
somewhere.
they let the cops in.
Okay.
There was someone else there that let them in the house, and when the cops went in there and was looking through the house, that's when they saw them struggling over the hammer
Pretty weird.
and fighting. And that the glass that was broken was tempered glass that was broken from the inside.
Oh man.
Not
Pretty
the outside.
weird.
The lights just flickered.
Yeah,
They tapped us now.
They're on to us.
that's pretty
Yeah.
weird.
So
Pretty weird.
there's a lot of weird shit that happened around this, and then the way that
Man.
what pisses me off is the way the media just jumped to conclusion. It's the thing we've
Immediately,
said
dude. It's like
1,000
ugh,
times in here.
Media is the
It's
enemy.
like everybody's in a race to get information out there, whether it's
Right.
right or wrong.
Just get it out there. We can change it later.
So you go and you look up someone's profile real quick. You don't even know what the guy looks like, and you're already saying he's a right wing nut. And come to find out,
Not
It's the
right
farthest
guy.
from
it's not
that.
the right guy.
Yeah.
Man.
And will they retract that? No.
No, they'll just put a. They'll just add to,
NPR
add to
and
the story.
Is
PBS
there-
NewsHour
The
did.
thing is there no think tanks in the media, like way up in the corporate side of it, that's starting to go, dude, we've got to clean this shit up, or they're gonna shut us the fuck down. Like, if we keep this shit up, just
no,
No.
poorly
Not at all.
no.
misinforming the public
The
on
new,
a regular basis.
The new basis of it is if
No sense
you're
makes
correct,
sense.
if you got the news right, you're last, and you don't make money if you're last.
Yeah, so you got to align with media elite.
You got to you got to
Or you're- or
get
you're
all your
just- you're
reporting
not gonna
done
do
on
anything?
Twitter.
So
That's where I
stupid,
get my
dude.
news. Just
Yeah.
Twitter and Facebook, man.
It's so stupid, man. I feel sorry for media, like people that majored in journalism and stuff, because they're going to get dragged through the mud through all this pretty soon.
Why? They make a lot of money. Probably just sit at home and cruise Twitter and make their stories.
The thing that's
It's
funny
easy.
is this. Well, I think we're going to talk about this later.
That's what
Anyway,
we should
so
start doing.
There's some investigative journalism that we're going to get into.
We won't. That's what I'm saying. There's this leads to other things that have happened recently too.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
sure
the
we'll
other
get into it
thing
in a second.
That's really weird is that all this happened, which I think, who cares? They got a gay lover. Who cares? I
Yeah.
mean, who would want to bang Nancy anyway? Look at her.
Oof,
She's
man.
a drunk and just witchy bones and ugh. She probably smells like mustard.
How much? How
She
much
like
would it
smells
take?
like mustard and old
Mothballs.
lady perfume.
Mothballs.
How much would it
Yeah.
take? 10 million?
She doesn't.
All right, I'm in 2 million.
All right.
She definitely doesn't
I'd do it
smell
less,
like
less
nice
than that.
strawberries and creams and strippers.
I mean, it's once for the rest of your life being set up because then
Ugh.
you just hold on to that 10 million and it could plague you. Could be just like, ugh.
One time for 10 mil, I'm
Nah,
in.
One time for a meal, man.
Yeah.
I do
Shit.
it. I do it for a meal, man.
If I'm having a hard month,
Plaything for a year.
Oh, now
Ten-
we're talking about torture.
No, out.
We're talking
Yeah.
10 mil or more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, out.
And
But
that's when people get attacked with hammers.
yeah, all this broke out right around the same time that the Senate was saying, "Yeah, COVID came from a lab in China."
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We're not going to talk about that.
You,
Yeah.
you gotta,
We're releasing our report that our research is showing that COVID did come from a lab,
which
in
is what
China.
people have been saying since day one, right?
No,
Right.
you're crazy.
Oh, I know.
That's
I know.
misinformation, sir, which we're going to get to in a little bit.
But you get in all the crazy conspiracy, MK Ultra, the people who thought that was real, man. They were deemed as nut jobs.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
it comes out, it's
dude,
like, yeah, and the Tuskegee Airmen,
if you-
and all that stuff.
If you said,
Paperclip?
there was a
Yeah.
time though when you said if you said that there was a time, I don't want to hear any arguments about it. I remember clear as day. There was a time if you said it was from a lab, you were the same as an anti-vaxxer. You were the same as a COVID denier.
Mhm.
You were the same as a MAGA person. You were the same as a racist. You were the same as a Nazi. I remember those days. They might have forgotten it, but I fucking remember all those days.
What about all the doctors now
All
saying
those
that
days.
You know who
man.
else
When they
remembers?
were- who?
Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah, they do.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
they do remember?
They still do summer sausages.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're great.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for derailing
Summer
my
sausage and
political
little boy.
speech. Anyway, yeah, it's funny how these things are everybody's starting to catch on to these people now. It's like, and the thing that's funny is a lot of the liberals and progressives, they have to think at some point it's going to turn on us. The elite media, they're going to bite the hand at some, like, because now that it's found out that the FBI is actually in active communication between social media groups, that changes everything.
Oh yeah.
Because that means it's not even the elite liberals and progressives that's in charge. It's the fucking government. They're the ones that are going to start setting the narrative. And when they decide that the left is going too far, guess what's going to happen? The left is going to be fucked. Just like the right's kind of getting fucked right now in every in every way. It's like, I don't know. We could definitely have purge action on next week.
Tuesday. So, yeah, reason all signs point to this was like a gay lover getting pissed or a high.
It sure smells like it.
Man,
high-end cowboy.
I'm gonna go back and start reading because I mean I haven't really read much more into what they found.
And with the drugs earlier though, in the year, the
Yeah.
DWI that he got, and they said that he was on some kind of opiate. They thought
Yeah,
so.
he's been being a little off
Sketch.
the rocker
Yeah,
lately, and probably has had some anal nitrates or something happening.
some lewds.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably wanting to be all covered up because of her career.
Right.
But I mean, he's
Lewds and
probably
poppers,
into it.
yeah.
He's
Lewds and
82 years
poppers.
old. Needs another dick.
Let him live his life. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, RoboTuner even said the glass was shattered to the outside because it's tempered. But the thing is, yeah, the whole
it was shattered from the inside, blowing out.
Well, the
right?
fact
Yeah.
that this neighborhood's like Fort Knox getting into,
yeah,
that doesn't
it's
make
the
any sense,
same
yeah.
one that Elon
So-
used to live in, and
Yeah,
Yeah. And
I mean, there's already
the
part
with
of
the hammer got in.
what, like, why is the
Jumped a
why,
giant
how come that's
wall.
not known by everybody? Like, no, the guy didn't break in because the glass was the what had broken was from the outside or was from the inside out.
because
So
the
he-
narrative's already made.
He probably
The
got
narrative
mad and
was
hit the window.
That's the problem. The narrative was written and already spread out 20 minutes after this happened,
You're
and
right.
you can't take it back. And that has to go back to the news reporting of everybody has to be first on the scene and has to just take all this rumors and bullshit of what happened.
So this gets me back to
no
the
one
question.
even, like, the police report and witnesses on the scene, no one said that he screamed, "Where's Nancy?"
Yeah,
That was all media speculation,
Mhm.
that he was there
Yeah.
for Nancy, not for Paul.
right. And the way it sounds is, hey, let's make this up. This was some hippie place down the street, and they're nudist, and that's the guy that attacked my husband.
So now we got to
Because-
watch out for nudists.
Because
Fucking
reason
nudist.
why, because if they don't do that, it's gonna be what we think it is, which is just some hot steaming bowl of man love that went south because of drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, they probably got angry with each other.
Yeah.
Couldn't decide which one was going to be the top, which one was going to be the bottom.
And everybody's just gulping that stuff down, man.
And
Just like,
it
gulp,
turns into
gulp,
a fight, and everybody, we were sitting around the office talking about this afternoon before we left because all the memes that have come out are fucking hilarious. And it was just like everybody's like, man, the narrative was just written that he's a right wing extreme nut when he's not. You know, all
Like
this stuff
5
is coming
minutes
out
in?
like he lives in a bus
I
in
texted
Berkeley.
when that
Oh.
story
has a
first
BLM
broke.
flag
When
and
that
a pride flag.
when that story first broke, I texted Dave like immediately. I was like, "Watch, this Pelosi thing's gonna turn into some right wing crazy nut within about 30 minutes."
it
And he
didn't
was
take
like,
30 minutes.
Didn't take 30 minutes.
But that's the thing.
It didn't
is
even take 30
everything
minutes.
falls to either one side or the
See,
other.
that's
so
this
quick.
brings me back.
but
This
running
brings
through
me
the
back.
cliche ringer and then
What if he just was a
See-
guy that just believed down the middle of the road? You
So-
know, wasn't on the left or the right, was just down the middle of the road and just wanted to have fun and
But
party
he
and
did
sex.
something extreme.
They got to
That's the
take
thing.
advantage.
He pulled out a hammer.
Yeah.
They got to take advantage
It's
of
stupid.
the event that happened, both sides. So let me ask you this once again: is there ever going to be a point where these media groups are like this, our staffs and our journalists, like we basically single handedly put this country in a fucking quicksand mess, like just a blob of quicksand because we can't get anything done. And it's our reporting and our journalism that is fucking everybody up. We've got to go back to facts across the board
No,
and sources.
As long as it makes them money.
this is what you do.
So the answer is no. They're
No.
never
No.
going to do that.
This is what you do: is you go to
Then the media is the people's enemy. That's it.
adfundsmedia.com, and they sit here and they tell you what's fair and balanced. You see here, here's the middle up here, right up here where it says middle and biased, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And what skews to the left and what skews to the right, and you can follow this all around. If it'll let me move it, come on. You can see stuff that falls to the far left. I'll zoom out. Oops. Come on, this dumb thing.
Yeah, looks like a complete curve, an
You
arrow.
can see what goes to the right, what goes to the left.
Yep.
And what's funny
It's all your
is
usual suspects.
down here you got Alex Jones, and over here you have old Jimmy.
Where's
Jimmy Dore.
Where's Al Jazeera?
Al Jazeera Network. Where are they at?
I didn't even see him.
I thought they were on here.
Yeah, they got to be on there somewhere.
They're on here. What's funny is, like, if you listen to Glenn Beck, it's about the same as listening to the Young Turks, right?
Oh
Or
yeah,
Pod Saves
they're
America.
equivalent. Yeah,
They're the
you're
equivalent.
looking at
You're
the,
looking
the
at one side or the other.
counterparts. Yeah,
Where's Al Jazeera? I thought they were on here. I thought they were more up here towards the top.
on the right side, probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
The Dispatch.
What is that flag
American
thing
Action.
right there that you just pointed at?
What flag thing? Where?
Down, like looks like the Cuban flag or something. What's that?
Oh, right here.
To, on the
Washington
left side.
Post.
That one is the Washington Post.
Yeah, that's Washington
That's their
Post.
symbol.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought I saw Al Jazeera in here earlier. I don't know. But we're going to be talking about this one over here. Skews to the left, but if you're inside this green box up here, this green line,
Mm-hmm.
that shows that you are pretty much factual. You're pretty factual with your news. You don't make bullshit up.
And which one's there?
Well, you got CNN on there.
Yeah. It leads to the left. You
Yeah.
got CNN, Time,
Oh,
NBC.
you're saying that the
ABC.
chart. You think the chart is flawed?
No.
No.
I'm not saying that. It's just saying the stuff that's inside this green box here, all the way around up top, is the most reliable for news. Orange is reliable for news, but
Oh,
high
I see
in
what you're saying now.
analysts and
Yeah,
opinion content. And then down here at the bottom, where Alex Jones and Jimmy Dore and all that is,
That's
it
where
says
the winners are.
serious reliability issues and/or extremism. And then down here, like where the Young Turks, Pod Saves America, Abnormal,
That's Glenn
Epoch
Becky.
Times, Glenn Beck, it says some reliability issues and/or extremism.
How much does
Some.
Alex Jones have
Some.
the payout in that lawsuit?
$1 billion.
$1
Yeah.
billion,
Yes.
man.
Which that's still he's appealing that, right? Like they're gonna
Yeah,
do
there's
more
stuff,
court.
that's going to go on forever.
Yeah, that's gonna be tied up for a while.
He'll be dead.
Well,
Whoa.
and he's got several others,
Lining up behind it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna be in court for a while.
Oh yeah.
But are we done with the Paul Pelosi stuff, or do you have anything else? you
No,
wanna
it's
add? Do you have
just
anything?
I was just as taken
I'm-
aback by everything.
I'm just really enamored by the fact that, you know, Paul Pelosi got somebody 40 years his junior to
kind of
fiddle his diddle. So
kind of impressive.
He's a man of well,
He's a
not really
Renaissance
man of
man.
power.
He's
I don't know,
like
man.
Like a Hugh Hefner type, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Getting those
Yeah.
younger ones in there.
Hey, more power to him though.
Hey,
If that's what he wants, and he likes the younger guys. You know.
he may have been a sexy beast before he
So
got
is he
his
a-
head
is-
hammered in.
Is he a top or bottom?
He's gotta
Probably
be a-
alternates.
You think so?
That might have been what they got in a fight about.
You call them a switch hitter?
maybe.
Probably.
he drinks little boys.
Playing for both teams. I'm sorry.
Well,
Hmm?
yeah. Well, the next little
That was about
ditty
beer.
I want to
My
talk
joke
about
was about beer, guys.
is right here. If you're looking on the screen here, you've got a little magazine down here that leans to the left. Is still in the most reliable for news. called
Playboy.
The Intercept.
Oh, yes.
And we've referenced the Intercept quite a bit. They've done some pretty interesting stories about AT&T buildings.
Yeah.
And toll cables and the feds having black box rooms on AT&T property.
There's some
And
stuff that's been verified by them.
Then the building in downtown New York that I showed you guys, was it 500 Bleecker Street?
Yeah. That's
the-
an interesting building.
No windows.
Yeah.
No windows at all.
Well, I mean, you don't want windows in any type of data center.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So the Intercept put out an article yesterday, Halloween, that I don't know. In my world, it's taken the world by storm. And what I do day to day and what's going on and
Oh, yeah.
how much stuff I have to deal with,
Sure.
like people are freaking
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I bet.
You look on Twitter and you see people referencing it and news sources referencing it and people trying to spread the information. But they leaked an entire document about what the Department of Home, it's a whole article talking about leaks between the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and all the social media platforms.
Yeah.
And their involvement and the Fed's involvement and how they have basically been behind the
Infiltrated.
scenes.
Yeah.
All your social media platforms have been infiltrated, and have been manipulated by these different organizations.
And what's funny is people have been saying that for a long time as well,
Years.
and then told, "No, you're crazy."
You're crazy. You're a nutbag. You're one of those conspiracy theorists that you need to put fucking aluminum foil around
Right.
your head. Aliens are gonna get you.
And now they've got all those UFO documents that have been really. I mean,
There's UFOs. That is true.
Yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, some people say what a blind squirrel gets its nut every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you get your nut enough times,
Which, like the stuff you brought up
Yeah.
earlier, Operation Paperclip.
yeah,
It's so funny that people aren't
MK
freaking
Ultra.
out about this, though. This one alone.
There are people freaking out that
Like,
says this
everybody
is
should be like,
probably
"What the fuck?"
the most important release since Watergate. Like what this
Yeah.
does
Like the
is
government
because DHS it puts a target on DHS because
Yeah.
they were put together for
Terrorism.
after 9/11.
The
Well,
Patriot Act was put in order because of them, right?
yeah. The Patriot Act was, and which then opened up because at that point you're
That
like,
opened
okay,
up
well we can just look at
access
anything because
we think they're
for
terrorists.
terrorism, and you start labeling all these organizations as terrorists, and now you've got no need to get a court order.
Right.
You have it under the Patriot Act. I mean,
yeah. And it's
Remember the show we always listen to that I haven't listened to in forever, No Agenda? We've been talking about this shit for years, how this was eventually going to happen. Like, they've been fucking on record several times saying that the shenanigans going on between our investigative bureau and, like, different agencies in our government and social media is a very, very bad situation for the country.
well, the FBI has an office in Facebook headquarters.
That is wild.
And
Yeah.
that was brought out in like a Time article.
Wonder if they were up here at
That
the
doesn't surprise
Fort
me at
Worth
all.
one.
I don't know. Have you been to that facility?
Are they still around there?
Yeah, it's up there. It's the address is actually on Like Way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the
It's
first
on 160,
the first
Yeah.
facility they built was like 1 million square feet.
and they built
And they-
a mirror one.
Yeah, and it's all. I mean, it's just all servers. It's all.
It's a building away from the building I used to work in.
Yeah.
It sits there, and it's gigantic, and it looks like a prison, like the way the fencing and security is around it. And there's hardly anybody there. There doesn't need to be very many people there.
No.
It's weird.
I've been to a few.
That'd be a cool place to shoot a movie if you
Yeah.
could get access to that. But
I've been to a few data centers.
Nice.
My brother he worked for Rackspace for a while, and I mean it's a big organization. They had a big center up in like Richardson, but that place is something else.
Remember FlashNet?
Oh, do you remember CI Host?
Yeah.
I used to work for them.
Really?
Yeah, before the guy got all coked up, and well, he was already coked up, and then sold all, spent all his money. But
So the smart thing FlashNet did was they used to have a place off Forest Park Boulevard.
Flash Dance.
Right there. You know the road where you cut back and you go to Papacito's and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Is it Park Place or something like that?
Yeah.
It goes along the river. Well, they had a big building right there, and their server room had skylights.
Oh, that's real smart.
Well, they were there, and that was their main hosting center and their main data center when that Mayfest
storm?
hailstorm rolled through.
Oh man,
destroyed their server room. All the hell came
Damn.
through those skylights and destroyed
That
them. And
was
that's
not
pretty much
very
what
well thought.
killed
No.
off FlashNet.
CI Host build their data center as like it was as a secure building or whatever. That place wasn't at all. They had the windows painted over. I mean, they weren't sealed. They were just
Painted.
Looked like they were sealed up, but they weren't.
Huh.
Yeah, that was an interesting time working there.
It seems like they would have known, like whoever was building that building, that the skylight thing probably wasn't a good idea for.
Oh, I'm sure that building was already built before FlashNet.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that they just moved in there and put their server stuff in there.
They're like,
the
yeah, this
main
will work.
hosting and server area. And this
Yeah.
was back early, I mean, what was that, 94, 95?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was early days of the internet. There was no thinking, and everything had
There
to
was
look
no thinking.
flashy and cool.
Right.
Look at this cool place to work at. Look at all this stuff. And boom,
Oh, forgot about the hail.
boom, gone. Yeah. The hailstorm rolled through from Mayfest and wiped it out.
Yeah, those are brutal hailstorms. Remember that one dude in Waco that got hit by one that was like the size of a basketball and it killed him instantly?
That's what destroyed my first truck when I started working for AT&T. Was I was in Vernon
Yeah.
driving back to Wichita Falls and got caught in a hailstorm, and there were grapefruits falling from the sky, and it totaled the truck.
Yeah,
Totaled it. I thought
that
I was going to
crazy.
die. The roof was dented in to where our head was almost hitting it.
Totaled my car like
I've had
6 years ago.
I've had a
when we
couple
had
of
that
cars
one that hit.
totaled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. So anyway, back to
Yeah. Back off of weather.
away from hail and back
Oh,
to
wait
this
till we get to
VHS.
weather control.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna start
Seeding
seeding
Cloud
clouds.
seedings. Yeah.
This, if you go through this article, it's pretty crazy because Facebook just gave DHS a portal
Yeah.
to go in and start. At first, it started off as recommendations of who to ban or edit or what to take down or what.
Didn't say like every
do.
in the article it said any like law enforcement. So like
Eventually turned
Yeah,
into that.
okay.
If you have a government email address,
yeah.
you can go in there, and then it turned into where the
So is
was
it
it?
their DGB that's governing this?
It's whatever
Different, but DHS's governance board that
they have a CISA, which was the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency.
but didn't they have like a disinformation governance board or something that they?
Yeah.
That's what they tried to
I
start
think
up.
she
and
just
they-
got, didn't she? Aren't they finding
that lasted
out
a month.
Yeah,
or 2 weeks or
that
something like
lady, that lady, I think they just found out was mixed up in some shady stuff too with NATO, some kind of Western like some kind of crap about how they were trying to subvert Western culture and the democracy here, like something crazy like that.
Well, the big
Could be a
thing,
conspiracy, but I saw something on the social medias.
what's pissing everybody off here is that it's coming down to what
Let's see,
someone with a
Jankowicz.
Jankowicz,
Yeah,
that someone with a government
Jankowicz.
email thinks is misinformation about anything can put in a request on there and take
misinformation.
whoever they want off.
Yeah,
Or this is where it gets crazy, is that Facebook finally just turned over the portal and let DHS go in there and manipulate things.
Man, I bet there's some Silicon Valley dudes that are shitting their britches right now with what's going on with Twitter and Elon and what's going on with DHS. And I bet you there are some guys out there that are like, oh, fuck.
Well, interesting you bring up Twitter because, what was it? Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, they said Verizon.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of them all had meetings
Right.
every 2 weeks with the FBI and DHS.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
So I wonder if any of Elon's companies have. I guess they would have to have some kind of contact with an agency dealing with space. But I wonder about any of his other companies, like the Neuralink and all, or not Neuralink. What is it? His the real experimental division that he's
doing
is
the
into.
Neuralink stuff.
Well,
Is it Neuralink?
But I mean, have you
And
heard
then the just even as far as Tesla and agencies that have to do with transportation?
Well, what if all these Tesla deaths? They're like the DHS goes in there and goes, you know what?
These are on you.
Stubbs is driving a Tesla today.
We're gonna
and,
jack it today.
You know what? We're tired of his bullshit and the shit that's coming out of his mouth and the problems he's causing. So guess what?
We're gonna run him off the road.
Oh, they've already proved that's capable. I mean, they've had
Yeah.
hackers hack systems and stuff like that, showing but
You can get right in there, but if you have a
yeah,
Or,
if you got a portal,
if you have a portal,
or
if you have
even
access,
worse,
there's no
even
telling how
worse.
far this goes.
Here's the other thing too. Oh, hey, another lockdown. We got another pandemic on our hands. You ain't going nowhere.
Lock all the doors.
Yep. All cars are deactivated.
Did you hear this shit that though Elon's kind of
It's all about
he's kind of in
control,
hot water right now with they're saying that he's wanting money for the Starlink and stuff that he's using in Ukraine and now they're saying that he's just trying to exploit the taxpayers and
Well, he said it's taken like $80 million a week to run all that stuff for the government.
Yeah.
And he was his hand was kind of forced into it with the Twitter buyout.
right.
So
Some
what
crazy
I'm
shit
interested
happening,
in
man.
is that if all this is coming out, all these leaks
It's
come
gonna
out,
get
and there's
more
all
murkier
these
next week.
text messages and emails that are coming out, now that Elon has Twitter, and he fired everybody, but has access to
Now
all
has
their
access.
back accounts.
What's he gonna release?
What's he gonna find out and put out there? And
Do
be
you
like,
think
oh, look at
those
this,
those
look at this,
fucking
look at this."
bigwigs at Twitter though they were probably smart enough to have some kind of fucking
They were in all these meetings.
destruction, like some kind of deleting of files at some point, right?
One of the main leaks is between Twitter
really
Yeah.
and
oh boy,
a federal agent.
it's gonna get interesting.
And it says in there, the American public, basically this is summing up, the American public needs to get used to the government telling them what they need to believe in.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I think Elon needs to up his security, man.
that is crazy.
I mean, come on. This article's wild.
Man,
and
so
then the
here's
stuff
what's
that's
crazy.
broken off, there's
Here's
been a few Substacks that have come out that people have written off
Yeah.
of this. More information that's come out, and there's people that have actually have other documentation from
It's
they
all
may have been
starting to
involved.
snowball.
It's snowballing, and you can go and follow these little trails and everything, and
man.
it's wild.
But we've been using this shit in other countries for a long time.
And that's what I wanted
Now we're
to
doing
get
it
to
to
because
ourselves.
You
Yeah.
reminded me today.
Yeah.
I
Color
totally forgot about
revolutions.
it. That's it. The Operation Earnest Voice was used in 2011 in
Yeah.
Iraq and Iran,
Mhm.
and basically it is like it says here. There's 50 user operation license and 10 sock puppets controlled by each user that would go in to these message boards, these social media networks, whatever,
Yeah.
and put propaganda up.
Yeah, so what they would do, and
Man.
apparently this is so the
We're
way
fucked.
this technology is so good that they could decide, like, you know what, we're going to interfere with this particular neighborhood, and we want them to believe that this is happening, and just target those systems in that just general
so
area,
crazy.
and break it down, to that extent.
That's when it
I mean,
starts sounding like the Matrix almost.
Well, and right now, I mean, really, all that DHS is coming out saying now is, hey, we're admitting to doing what we've been doing.
oh yeah,
Well, the thing is, they've overstepped their bounds because that's not what they were there to put for.
Right.
And this whole war on terror has been a bunch of bullshit anyway. We've all seen that now that we're 20 years past all that. The whole war on terror was a bunch of bullshit. Everything to keep the war on terror going was propaganda built by our government the green screen background, head chopping videos, and all that bullshit, has been found out to be bullshit. But if you say that, you're crazy. But I mean, it's been proven. This whole COVID thing for the last 2 years is now falling apart.
And now they're bringing up who supposedly backed the whole 9/11 attack. Was it Saudi Arabia or
Saudi Arabia
So-
is the one who backed it,
yeah.
not Afghanistan, not Iraq.
So
not
now they're
Al-Qaeda.
saying because of all we're releasing oil from our reserves and manipulating pricing, that Iran's now pissed off and Saudi's pissed off. And I mean, it's
everybody's pissed at
Yeah.
the West right
Right.
now, and
Well,
America.
There's
the
been
most.
chatter the last 3 days that Iran's about to attack
Saudi Arabia.
and Iraq.
yeah, but they're also
both of them.
yeah they're going to attack forces that are in the region. Yeah.
Damn.
We have another carrier group on the way.
So the question is, I mean, is it that are we
About to get jumped by the whole world is what it sounds like.
is that what's happening? Is that what's going to
That's
happen?
what it sounds like. It sounds like we're gonna have to cut off all communication with the rest of the world to get this thing back on track, and just say, "Fuck y'all, we're dealing with our country." And then if y'all want to try to invade us, game on. I think that's what we're headed
It's
towards.
just a fucking wild ass Tom Clancy movie.
It
We're
is.
actually
It
living.
is. Totally is. And
That's
it's
what's
opening
crazy.
up every
Is
day.
all this shit, and it's like,
and you have so many people that are just focused on Orange Man bad, Biden, mashed
brain.
potato,
yeah,
brain mouth.
Yeah, I think
I
you're following
just
in that.
had that.
I think you just described yourself.
No, I was trying to say mashed potatoes, but then
But
I
it's
was
like-
also in oatmeal brains.
January 6th happened. Get over it. Move on.
Yeah.
There's
Get
other
out
shit
of
to
that.
be worried about.
Yeah, wake the fuck up.
And stop blaming everything on extreme right, extreme left. There's other shit going on
There's
here you need to
Mushmouth.
worry about. Stop dividing.
100%.
I mean, there's enough going on in this world that will divide this country without our own country trying to divide us with its propaganda bullshit and going into
That's
you
the
know,
thing that's so
our
fucking
social media
frustrating
networks.
as being a critical thinker, an actual citizen that critically thinks is there's so many people that are gobbling all this garbage down that this gets back to the media has really fucked us up right now. Because you would think if you told me in the 80s this shit was going to happen, I would have been like, oh man, the people would be like, fuck
I just
you
want to watch
immediately.
Max Headroom.
Yeah, everybody would everybody would revolt. Everybody would be like, we're not fucking letting the government do that. Fuck you. But now it's like over half the country's just like in this trance and they won't wake the fuck up. It's like that's the thing is think about the psychological thing and the people that are going to get depressed and when it does hit them that, oh shit, I was fucking wrong the whole time and trusting the wrong news organizations and the wrong political politicians, leaders, and elite companies, all this stuff, and they're going to have a complete meltdown.
Well, they say this is all a form of psychological warfare.
I think it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It totally is. 100% psychological.
Instead of just
warfare.
playing, animals getting killed and blasting Led Zeppelin on, a million. It's
So a lot of people, you've said it a ton on this show. The fear of China.
yeah.
Did you hear the report on China? I have a 2-minute clip if you want to hear it.
Yeah, let it rip.
Yeah.
That's a good interesting
It's
clip,
pretty
too.
fucking
It's very
interesting
interesting.
about China because
Where did this clip come from?
is this from NewsHour?
Where do they fall on that grid?
The
Yeah,
middle.
everything
Okay,
we
the
listen to
film,
now, we
yeah.
got to put on the grill.
Yeah, we gotta
grill
put on the
te-
grid.
Grid,
We'll look at the
grid
grid.
test.
Listen, this is pretty awesome.
Okay.
Let's see here. If I do this, play. Oh no, I don't want it in Apple Music. Hold on. I was trying to play it with QuickTime. Forget. Default to Apple fucking Music.
Then it adds it to your library. And
Then it's
Yeah.
gonna be on my phone now.
It was that U2 album started it all.
Yeah, fucking Bono.
Which countries should be very concerned about the ratio of young to old?
The worst in the world is China. They've been in the process of updating their data over the course of the last couple of years, and they're now starting to publicly admit that they overcounted by 100 million people. All of those people would have been born since one child, so age 40 and under, the young worker demographic, the childbearing demographic, and 2/3 of them are probably women. So best guess is that China only has 1.3 billion people now. The population probably peaked more than 10 years ago. And by 2030, there will be more retirees than workers. And by 2050, the entire population of China will have dropped below 650 million.
That's wild.
It's beyond terminal. Yeah, so the Chinese system collapses this decade for sure. assuming nothing else goes wrong. And there's plenty other competitors to put the bullet in China's head.
Dude, that is crazy. Okay, so
yeah, all the way from pre-industrial to post-industrial collapse in 45 years.
But just for the people that don't understand about how the one-child policy and the preference for boys over girls and stuff created this landscape, what's the high-level view of that?
Sure. Well, there's two things. First of all, of course, as one child, Mao was concerned that they had a young upcoming generation after World War II that was going to eat the country alive. So they went to a two-child policy, ultimately to a one-child policy, and that was not loosened until 2015. But by that point, the damage was already done because there was a second factor. Remember, countries that industrialize later can follow the path of those who came before. They can skip some steps. So China was the fastest ever industrialization experience. What the United Kingdom did in 7 generations, the Chinese did in 1. And so they crammed 7 generations of economic growth and development into 1. And that's why their growth rate has been so impressive. But you can only do that once. And now it's behind them. And now they have no children. And they have very few people under age 45.
Yeah, actually, I didn't hear that, but I heard about that. And they're having to build like retirement villages, and
yeah,
they're prepping for all this.
So
if you have this giant red army that's all over 45,
that's exactly what I was about to say. That's why they're treading lightly on this Ukrainian-Russian war. They don't want to put their chips in right now.
That's why they haven't really fucked with Taiwan either.
Exactly, because they know eventually they're going to be fucked.
Their army's old,
man.
But literally,
that's a
geriatric.
That's the other. You know, the other thing that I thought the other day, I was like trying to figure out. I was thinking, what is China doing right now? Like, it's like they haven't really come out. Like, yeah, you hear what the right will say. No, China's in bed with Russia. This whole thing, they're in it together, trying to kill all the people in Ukraine, all that crap, right? And then you'll have the other side that says the opposite, right? The two idiot sides, right? So I started thinking, I was like, dude, if you think about it, China doesn't want to go to war with the U.S. We have 20 years of veterans right now that are still frosty from fighting for 20 straight years.
We've got Vietnam vets that want to put battleships back into service,
and they have an army of aging people that they're going to have a hard time replacing pretty soon because of their own. I didn't know this, what I just heard, but I was thinking about the military. I was like, they don't want to get in a war with us. We'd fucking eat them alive, probably.
Well,
like, they have the technology, but we have the frosty, the angry forces that have been fighting for 20 years now.
After I heard this, I started thinking back of like the footage you see of the Chinese military, and you start thinking of like all their generals and commanders look old. Ours do too, but theirs look particularly aged. And then you start thinking about their soldiers walking around and stuff. They're not young kids. They're not 20-year-old kids. They do look older.
You know, but I mean, and the Chinese, they seem like they look younger than what I would imagine. Like I would guess they were younger, but more than likely, I mean, you're right. They're probably your youngest soldiers are probably in their 30s.
Yeah.
And then you've got soldiers that are in their 50s that are front line still. That's insane.
But you built your entire culture on not reproducing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you threw the touchdown pass, like you went for the Hail Mary.
That's fucking crazy. And that also makes sense why they're trying to gobble up so much as they can right now.
Yeah.
Because if their whole society is about to collapse and they can see that, so much of China is behind a wall anyway.
Right.
You don't know exactly what's going on, but if this is true and they're on their, I mean, it makes sense. They're trying to get,
they're trying to get some leverage.
Kind of
they're trying to get leverage,
like the British Empire did.
Any kind of leverage they can get, they're trying to get right now.
I'm curious what the average, like the actual average age is
in China.
In China, yeah. I'm curious what that is.
Didn't it say 45 was what the average was, or something like that? I thought it was set. It said it at the beginning of that report, or that
they said like They estimate they're like 2.5 billion or something. Like that. But
they didn't actually.
I don't know if they said the actual average age, because I believe it said that they're estimating, because like you were saying, Dustin, that there's a lot of shit that's not going to come out. It's kind of like what we know about North Korea too.
Yeah. Very
Median
little.
age by years, 38.4.
38.4.
What's the U.S.?
God, we reproduce like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like rabbits.
Like average age 10.
We like to drink little boy.
We like to have a 30. Wait, U.S. Let's see here. There's China.
They say our population's dwindling too, though, because
Oh, yeah,
we're not
sure,
wanting
yeah.
to. A lot of the millennials aren't wanting to have
Decided to
kids.
stop having reproducing. They
Yeah.
like having sex. They
Yeah,
don't like the other
Dude,
part.
I don't want a fucking baby, man. And I'm at that age where I'm like
I'm showing the same thing. It's 38 and a half
Yeah.
here.
Well,
So it's not that big a deal.
maybe not,
Maybe not.
or maybe we're in.
I wonder who
hot water, man.
masturbates more,
But if you
China
go-
or the U.S.
Man, if you go to the Congo, 16.7.
Wow.
That's
Imagine that being your
wild.
average.
That's where you can go to drink little boys.
Yeah. Whoa. Or in Angola, it's 15.9.
Wow.
Is that because people get eaten by lions?
Probably.
Probably.
Do they eat little boys?
The lions do.
What'd y'all think of that picture that was going around last week of the python that swallowed the grandma?
That's wild.
Yeah.
Stuff I don't want
Did
to
it
think
just like
about.
stumble into the house or what?
No, she was
out and about?
outside. I think it was out. She was outside and I guess decided to fight a python and it didn't work out.
Kenya, 20 years old. Let's go party. What do you have in common with a 20-year-old? Nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. A lot of crazy stuff. A lot of crazy stuff, boys.
One more sad story. We've kind of teased this, but this happened last night. That
do it.
Takeoff from the Migos was shot
Yeah.
in the head at a bowling alley
In Houston.
while playing dice.
So I'm gonna tell you, like,
is he from Houston? Is that the deal? Or because
I think he's from Atlanta or something like that, and
Yeah.
came to Houston and
just to hang out?
I didn't
and got
know
with those three.
I didn't know who he was until and then
I
one of
didn't either.
my buddies was like,
It's Amigos.
You've heard their songs. I was like, nah, man. And then I listened to it. I was like, okay, yeah, I've heard this one.
I find that
Yeah.
shocking because y'all show seems to be like the hip hop show. Like y'all seem to
Didn't they
know
do-
a
they
lot
did a-
about.
They did a
Man,
Sprite commercial. remember?
Javier and
Yeah.
Chad know a lot of. Javier knows a lot about hip hop. Chad's a lot of pop, and I grew up with two older siblings that are probably around y'all's age, and I grew up listening to that era of metal.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
Gen X.
Yeah,
You were influenced by Gen X.
and I'm right on that. So my age,
A lot of Gen
I'm right
Xers
on
drank
that.
little boys.
Yeah,
So you were one of the little boys
yeah, well,
that got drank by.
I can't even
and I
say.
just embraced it. You know,
Hey, Tool wrote a song about it.
So they're actually
Prison
from
sex.
Georgia, and then
Stink
moved to
fist.
Houston.
they moved to
Oh, yeah.
Houston. Yeah.
Moved down to Houston, and one of them is which one is it? I don't know them that well. I know their songs, kind of
Yeah.
like you. I don't know everything about them, but one of them's married to Cardi B.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They were in the Sprite commercial, right?
They were in a Sprite commercial. They have chips, Rap Snacks. They have their own.
Oh, those
Some
are
of
the
those are
guys.
pretty
That,
good.
okay, those are the guys that got okay.
Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah,
Some of the Rap Snacks are pretty good. Cardi B's not so good.
I like
Yeah,
Cardi B's.
you'll end up passed
barbecue
out,
ones?
unconscious somewhere
Probably.
with your wallet stolen.
They have
Yeah.
Are we still talking about the chips?
they have Cardi
The bar-
BBQ.
Yeah. They're delicious.
Let's see.
They're not bad, man.
Official Rap Snacks. They also make noodles, wrap noodles.
Heck yeah. I've had some of those too.
It's like
Have
like
you?
ramen.
Pretty much everything in 7-Eleven and QT and Racetrack I've ate.
I mean,
And Buc-ee's.
I've never
Migos
found the
was the
Rap
sour
Snacks,
cream
though.
with a dab of ranch.
Yep.
That's what theirs was.
Dab
That
of
one is
ranch.
good.
Mhm.
Then you got Little Baby with all in potato chips. Rick Ross, sweet chili lemon pepper chips. Little
That's
Boozy.
the move right there,
dude,
man.
you're turning me like I'm gonna have to go get some fucking Rap Snacks now.
Yeah,
I've
Yeah.
never
I love
had it.
Rap
I've,
Snacks.
I've never had them.
Migos has two. They have barbecuing with my honey with a dab of ranch.
There you go. That sounds
So
delicious.
that's got to be a play off of Cardi B's barbecue chips, whatever.
They got four.
Cardi barbecue.
They got
Cardi
popcorn
BBQ.
too. White cheddar with a dab of ranch.
They like that dab of ranch, man.
They like putting that
Yeah.
dab of ranch on everything. Where's the Cardi B ones? The Cardi B one's gone.
Cardi BBQ. That's what I'm
I
going
had
with
them,
it.
though. They were good.
Yeah.
I can testify. That's a good chip.
Little Yachty got hot cheese fries.
That sounds
Oh, Rap
delicious too. I'm
Snacks.
gonna have to go get one of each on my way home.
Can we
tonight.
have the little baby ones anymore?
Well, yeah, you can drink a little boy.
I don't think we can.
Just
I've
can't eat
seen-
a little baby.
You can eat a little baby.
Just get punched.
Chase it with
baby.
a little boy.
I don't know about the little babies, y'all.
Oh no,
He got
punched
called
the
out.
Baby.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he got called out for saying some things on stage he shouldn't have said.
Who did?
Little baby.
little baby.
What did he say? I'm behind all the. I stopped doing Twitter. It's been 2 weeks.
This is years ago.
Is that part of your sober thing too, or is just?
No, Twitter
It
was
was
just making me
Twitter,
grumpy all the time.
It was
like every
part
time
of
I
a-
went on to Twitter, I was getting mad at people I didn't even know.
It was part
And
of
I was
a
like, "Fuck this."
Dave Chappelle show. He says, "I'm here on behalf of little baby."
Oh
in one of
yeah,
his
yeah,
shows
yeah.
To talk about him. I don't see the Cardi B rap snacks anymore.
Oh,
She may have got dropped.
yeah.
When your rap snacks get canceled,
That's no good, man.
Is she
Metal
on the
bands
nose?
need to do it.
you're
Yeah.
on the
Instead of just doing whiskeys, come on, metal guys, do some chips. I'd eat some Methinks cheese fries chips.
stoner stuffers.
There you go.
There you go. Or some metal jerky.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think jerky fits the metal realm.
Yeah.
yeah. We could do some jerky, some metal jerky.
Okay.
Have some
Pantera
Judas
Pantera releases
Priest.
their black tooth grin jerky.
Yeah,
Free
There
pair of
you go.
camo shorts.
Yeah.
Every
There you
person.
go.
Who
the Jägermeister
Oh.
jerky.
I got a question for you, Matt. That's gross. Gross. I got a question for you, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Who directed Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nightmare Before Christmas
Mhm.
was Lynch, wasn't it? Or what's his face?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. Yeah,
Wrong.
wasn't?
No.
Who?
No.
Thought it was Tim Burton or.
It was Henry Selick, and he would like
Oh.
for you guys to know that he directed it because he's pissed that Tim Burton gets all the credit.
It's a Tim Burton movie,
Oh.
but directed.
He wrote
by-
it.
Yeah.
I got in
And
trouble.
it had
and the
complete
story.
creative control.
with Danny Elfman
I got
doing
in
the
trouble.
score for it, right?
Did the score and was
Danny
Jack
Elfman did.
Skellington.
Yeah.
I got in trouble because my daughter dressed up as Sally, and I totally was like, "So who's Sally?" to her mom, and her mom was like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." I
That's
was
not
like,
the first time she
I'm
said
sorry.
that.
No, it's not. And I was like, "I'm sorry." She was like, "Your daughter's gonna kill you too." I've seen that movie like 50 times.
So it wasn't
Just got a
supposed to be
bad
called
short-term memory, man. My
Tim
memory's
Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. It was supposed to be like
Tom Selleck's. Well,
no, it was just supposed to be Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
No name before it. And then 3 weeks before it was released, they put Tim
Tim
Burton's
Burton's.
Nightmare Before Christmas. And so everybody thinks he directed it,
But he didn't.
and he didn't. And like,
And George Lynch didn't either.
and now Tom Selleck's mad.
yeah,
And George Lynch
or
pisses.
Henry Selick. But yeah,
Or whichever.
he said Tim was in L.A. making 2 features while I directed the film. I mean, Tim is a genius, or he certainly was in his most creative years. I always thought his story was perfect, and he designed the main characters, but it was really me and my team of people who brought the whole thing to life. So he's angry.
Sounds like
I
it.
mean, I would too.
Well, if it had been Tom Selleck, people would remember.
Was it Tim Burton's idea
It'd
to
definitely
change
be
it to
less,
Tim
especially
Burton's
if you wore
Nightmare?
the Hawaiian shirt, like you
Yeah.
dressed like
I'd
Magnum
be
PI.
pissed off
had
about
those-
that.
Like Clint.
touch,
Clint
yeah.
Spurrier.
I'd be like,
he
I'm
dressed
in.
as Magnum PI
can't be mad
Saturday.
at
Did
that,
y'all
man.
see him?
Yeah.
At the show Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Trash Pockets is right. Loud and sunky with a dab of ranch.
There you go.
Ranch.
The taste that Haltom City flavor.
Autumn City Heat. Loud and sucky with a taste of ranch.
See, we still need to get them a beer.
Tip of ranch. You should use tip of ranch. There you go.
Just the tip of ranch.
Just the tip of ranch.
Chased with a little boy.
Chased down with a little boy and a Jägermeister.
And the final thing I have on the agenda here, before we freeball it, Taylor Swift announces
Why are
her
we talking
North
about this woman
American
again?
Eras
Oh,
tour.
I thought you were going to say she retires.
No, she's coming
The board.
to AT&T Stadium on April 1st
She's got 2 nights.
and April 2nd. 2 nights.
Of course.
How does the board have 2 nights?
There's some people out there. I'm going to go shoot it.
Are you? Just to
Put
be a
in
dick.
for it.
Don't put me down for it.
Okay.
I don't want to go out there.
I'll
with
put
the
someone that
smell of-
appreciates her on it.
Someone that likes a board.
Who's more of a board?
Her or
Okay, so do y'all know what the board is?
Yeah.
Because this is a year one thing. She's always been our scale.
Okay.
Like
probably the worst
we,
fuck.
We have a Taylor Swift scale.
Yeah.
And she's like a board.
Yeah.
Like she would just lay there.
She would not participate in
No.
much sex. She'd just be like, get it over with.
Yeah.
Like,
I think she's grown.
You think she's
You
wild
think
now?
she's
Yeah.
no? I don't think she's
think-
wild
I
now.
don't-
Oh,
not
that's why
wild,
she's
but
got all those
I think
songs
she's-
about her
she's-
exes.
she's-
so now she's a dead fish.
That's why they all
Maybe.
left.
She's escalated. She's
Yeah.
come up. Now she's a dead fish.
If she was good, they would have stuck around.
Morning, ladies.
That's what AT&T Stadium's gonna smell like.
That's why I'm not working it.
Seattle Fish Market. So who's better, or who's worse? We should say her, or Nancy Pelosi.
Oh man, I'd go with Taylor Swift. Honestly,
Better to look at least.
yeah. At least she still has
Yeah.
soft skin. She didn't have that reptile skin kicking, where she's just like smells and feels like you're banging the emperor.
What if you took Taylor Swift's
Jerry
clothes off and she
Jones.
looked like a creature from Dune?
Well, then I made a mistake, but my money's on that. At least Taylor Swift probably still is not that alien look.
Have you ever in
The-
your
the
life?
reptile alien skin.
Because I know girls do this to guys all the time, and they talk about it. So we're going to talk about it.
Watch what
it's
you
our
ask
show.
me, sir. This
So-
doesn't sound like a good setup at all.
Have you ever been with a girl and she starts stripping down, and all of a sudden there's some Dune type reptile thing going on? You're like, what the hell is this?
I think that only happens in fantasies, man.
Like a tentacle comes out.
I've
and
had
you're
a
like, what
bag,
is this?
I've had a bag of cocaine that dripped out.
That was in the middle of a club.
Then she started to have an anxiety attack because her boss was standing right next to me.
And we all laughed about it all the way
laughed
home.
hard.
For years now, we've been laughing
Still,
about that one
still
incident.
wondering what happened to that girl.
And no one thinks it's true.
I bet she got in some cult out in California called Heaven's Gate or something.
That's the one time I wish I would have had like Google Glass and been like, record this, Google Glass, record this.
Yeah.
Because she was showing us something else, and
something else happened.
Something else
She
fell out
had
of it.
forgotten. She had forgotten some things.
That was
Wow.
funny as shit. Anyway, yeah, you've never had that? You've never been like, whoa, what's going on?
Yes, if I think I understand the question.
Like a
are you
weird
saying-
mole or like a...
No,
like
I've had some extremely big parts that I was like, whoa! It's like a freaking elephant ears down there.
Oh. Like
I've
that,
had that
huh?
a few times. It's
Oh.
like, whoa! Didn't expect that. It's like a feed me, Seymour. Like, what the fuck?
Why is there a sad bulldog in here?
I swear, talk to me.
There's a depressed
man.
bulldog.
I didn't know you had an English bulldog.
You paint that bulldog blue, like blue waffle.
Gross.
Why do we talk about these things?
Did
on
you
the
ever?
podcast airwaves?
Did you ever go? You know, in year one, we did a whole show about this. And there's a
You should
documentary.
listen. We could have taken pictures if you and put them on our show. Probably make $1 million if we did that.
How about you?
I mean, yeah, there's been a couple times where it's been just like, all right, like I just whatever, I see it and just move on. But I mean, nothing that stands out. I mean, maybe some weird smells.
I'm not talking about just on the private parts. I'm talking
No.
like on the body.
I'm
Like
just
there
no,
was,
I'm just saying like
something-
some weird smells.
like a
maybe,
weird, birthmark or something.
Man, I'm trying to.
Like a butt tulip on the forehead?
6 toes.
Whoa.
See, like
No,
that.
man, I
6
haven't had
toes.
That's
no.
scary.
Yeah.
On each foot,
No, just one.
just on one.
Yeah.
That's
No.
scary.
Yeah, there was a 6-toe one. Yeah.
Did you turn her
That's
into
crazy.
I think all my conquests have
turned
been
her
like
into the FBI.
kind of normal.
Feet kind of freaked me out anyway, so that
Yeah.
really freaked me out.
What if she killed you with them?
Like,
Because those 2 extra toes.
Could she climb trees faster?
I don't know.
Did
I
she
wanted
eat
to.
reptiles?
Like thumb hams, toe thumbs.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
That'd be weird.
yeah.
Like,
No, I've seen
Megan-
that. Yeah,
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
I've,
Like,
yeah.
man, you're super hot, but god damn, your thumbs are weird.
Well, so what if
What
that
was
girl?
that
What
movie with Uma Thurman with the huge ass?
Ah.
thumbs? Like,
weird fucking short little
Which one?
hands.
Yeah.
Like the short, like I mean, she was a smaller girl anyways, but she had these abnormally like,
baby hands?
yeah, yeah.
Like Trump.
That's the best way. That's the best way I could put it. Like they were
My
short,
hands
little,
are not
like
very small.
yeah. I mean, I've got longer fingers anyways, but like
Listen, I have
But it's
beautiful hands.
like a little Cabbage Patch doll.
you like go like that, and it's like fingers can wrap around the top of them. Kind of, it was just weird,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I can do that with several women.
But these were small.
At the
These were
same
real.
time.
These were real small.
Were you
Was it-
drinking
They
little
make your-
boys
they-
that night?
They make your dick look
even
huge,
cowgirls.
Were
get
you
the
drinking
blues?
little boys that
though.
I
night?
haven't seen
no,
that.
no little
Uma
boys that
Thurman
night.
did, and she just got these huge thumbs.
Thumbs, yeah.
What was that? What's that? What are you
Even
talking about?
cowgirls get the blues.
Okay.
I had somebody.
if I've seen
it was a
that.
red flag. I should have just picked up on it, but she told me whenever I first met her, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a high functioning alcoholic." I thought she was just joking. No, she was straight up like, always drink.
Yeah, usually
rum
when they
and-
tell
yeah.
you that right off the bat, they're pretty much that's what.
No,
they
I
are.
thought it was a joke. Dude, she got weird. Shit got
like,
weird.
but, like during drunk and after drunk, or all the whole time.
The whole
It was like
time.
that,
The whole
yeah.
time was weird.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
You didn't stick around till liver failure.
No, and
She
she
ever punch you in the face?
No, but she threw up all over my bathroom door.
Oh yeah.
No, that's out.
Yeah,
Yep.
just like-
I've had that happen.
that was,
I've
a-
had
that
it in
was
my
the,
car.
that was the weird smell one too. Just had
Oh,
just
both
a
at the
funky,
same time,
funky
huh?
odor coming. Yeah.
She probably.
What
you should
happened
probably
to her?
Just tell her to go. She probably needs to go to the doctor. Honestly, it's
So
probably
sh-
something that can be fixed.
You're not
pretty
still
easily.
friends on Facebook?
No. But I can tell you, she used to live over off of.
Is this one you met on Backpage?
No.
On Fort Worth
She used to
Weekly?
live over off Las Vegas Trail though.
Before it went downhill.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
there you go.
That,
Did you hear that?
explains it. She lived off LVT.
Oh, that explains it.
Ooh, I did have one pooter and doggy.
What?
Huh?
She say that again.
She shat
She shat.
Oh,
during doggy.
Oof.
man, that's a.
That-
I would think that would just kill it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
At least you weren't. At least you weren't tossing salad and it happened.
No, I wasn't. In fact, there was no anal play whatsoever. It just came out that way.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Did you wash it off?
Later. Like the next morning.
When I got home. Yeah. What about you, Dustin? You're sitting here giving us the interrogations. Let's
No,
hear
I pick
about
on
your
mine
squid.
right.
Let's hear about your squid, your slugs that you got.
I pick on mine right.
You didn't see an alien from I don't know. What was that game we used to play all the time on Xbox?
All I can think of.
Yeah.
Alien?
Yeah.
No, we
Dead
went
Space?
hard. Went hard at it for a while, dude. Yeah, it was a space game. You went from planet to planet.
Like, somebody marked that?
Destiny, yeah, Destiny.
Someone marked that one.
It was like Metroid.
Yeah, it was what? What's going on?
She looked like Metroid.
I did have a girlfriend once that had weird puffy nipples, and that threw me off first time I saw them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
inverted nipples.
No,
No, these
the
the
ones
weird
that
the weird puffy ones, like they're extremely
extremely
The
come
ones
out.
that are
you know.
like
They look
saying
like-
hang
That's
loose.
weird.
Look like a road cone that got left in the sun too long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of strange.
Yeah, and inverted nipples are weird too.
Yeah, they are. I've seen that at Broncos one night. Broncos.
You can
man.
you're up at Broncos enough, you'll see everything.
You really will.
You will. And Sparks too,
Yeah.
and Texas Billiards, and
Yeah.
those places.
Eventually,
see
you'll get
everything.
stabbed.
Yeah.
Almost die in the parking lot. The night before Thanksgiving, which is coming up.
Yeah, the anniversary of Stabsgiving.
Yeah. Been a while.
We gonna go up there and have a drink? Is that place even a bar?
I don't think. Oh yeah, I think it is a no.
No, you
I
just
don't
go
think
drink
it
in
is
the
a
parking
bar.
lot at least.
Yeah. We'll
I
go
think
pour
it's a
one out.
Mexican food restaurant now.
Is it?
I think so.
The
I'll
other
ask,
thing we have.
Nick's mom.
I'll look and see real fast. The other thing we have coming up is our 500th episode in 3 weeks.
Yeah, unless the a Planet Killer hits us by then,
Or we have what you said. It is a Mexican
Or
restaurant.
the Purge.
or the
The
Purge.
Purge. La Hechicera Tortas.
Ooh, I love tortas.
Hechicera?
You can't beat a good torta, man.
No.
You can't. You
It's
really
like,
can't. We can order online. We can look at their menu.
Shit. Are they closed?
Nope. They don't have a domain up. They had a Wix
Son of a bitch.
website. I wanted to see if they had
They've
blood
been-
honey on tap.
Dude. They got hacked. Just like your
You
company.
just want to recreate that whole night.
The whole night.
They got breached.
That's still hearing that story, man. That's a fucking wild story.
You see a scar?
Yeah, oh yeah,
It
he
was a
showed
wild
it.
s-
Yeah.
It was a wild story. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it still is.
It's just weird that, like, none of us really thought it was that serious.
Yeah.
And then you were like, well, I nearly died in the ambulance.
What, they took him to
What the fuck?
JPS?
They
They
took
must
him
be
to
serious.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Vet medic in the back is like, we gotta fucking go.
We got to go now.
Well, at least they didn't take it in Northwestern Hills. You would have died there.
Probably.
That's a place where people
Yeah.
go to die. So
That's
they said,
weird that
"Sit
I met
there," and he just
Jason
walked
Kidd.
out.
Jason Kidd of your circle of friends. What did I call him the other night? North Richland Hills, Jason Kidd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said that he saw a bunch of the cops get the call that night.
Oh really?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's a crazy world.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy, man.
Crazy,
homie.
Yep. So our 500th episode is 3 weeks away.
Yes.
Well, I screwed up on my estimate. I thought it was going to be last week when the Methinks were here. So 3 weeks puts us
3-way weeks.
3-way weeks is Thanksgiving Tuesday.
Oh man, should we delay it?
Well, I mean that can be our 500th episode, but we can have a party Thanksgiving weekend.
The whole weekend.
The whole weekend. Got Cowboys versus Giants. Is that who it is?
You guys think let's
Jonas
do
Brothers
another-
are doing the halftime show?
Hey, let's do a
Oh, man.
sports segment again. I know we said we did a little sports at the beginning. There's still some other sports that I'd like to talk about. What do you think about this Cowboy team now? What are you starting to think about this thing?
We're going all the way. Look at the new hat. We're going
I
all the
figured
way.
you were bought in fully because you had that hat on when I came out here.
Oh
was
no, I
like,
saw this. The mid-season hat.
You don't think something's gonna happen?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was a Dallas Star. hat
Dustin,
whenever
The
I first-
I thought it was too. The
Listen,
colors are rad.
I say this every time this happens. Aren't we just prepping ourselves to get kicked right in the nuts again, though? Like I feel like we've done this a few
100%.
times.
Oh,
like
it's yeah. We're.
I don't
want
to get into this team. I want to hate them.
No,
like, I really want to hate
get
'em.
into it and
I
get
know.
let down like the rest of us.
Yeah.
So just do the same thing. Be the abused in the abuse of a relationship. Just go back to the dick and let him kick me in the balls.
100%.
All I care about is we have the first playoff game, wild card or whatever, is played at the stadium, so I get to go. That's all I care about.
So the free agency that's done now tonight, right? Or today?
It was today at
Today?
3.
So
Today
that
at 3.
means Odell
we get
Beckham,
anybody?
OBJ is not coming here then,
No.
right? There's no way he can come now.
Nope.
No.
And the closest
So
we
we're-
came was Brandon Cooks. They
Yeah.
were going for Brandon Cooks.
Who? Where'd he end up going?
I don't know, but he did
better
not.
not go to Philly. Let's see here.
I don't know. Philly's going hard too. They're gonna go all in. I think Jerry's doing the same thing. I think Jerry's about to say, "Fuck it, I'm whatever I can do to make this happen now," because he's got one foot in the grave.
Oh, he's stuck.
Who?
He's stuck
Davis?
with the Texans.
Hmm.
Brandon was. He was the
Oh.
one that they thought Philly and Cowboys were going to get in a war about, but he stayed at the Texans. They didn't move him.
It's gonna be an interesting seat the rest of the way out.
So if we're going to stick with sports, let me talk about a sports that I don't know if you guys watch at all. Not Formula One.
No, it's not Formula One.
NASCAR. Did y'all see what the hell went down this weekend?
No.
That was
Yes,
wild.
yes.
That's the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Genius.
Video
too.
game style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. What was the name?
I can't even remember.
How
But
many
he said he played it when he played it on his
Chastain?
GameCube. He
Cam
used to
Norton
do that,
Jr.
so he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it."
Is
how
that
many
who it was?
spots
No,
did he
Like,
he
it
shoot
was-
up?
I mean, he got into the playoffs.
Right.
He had to pass 2 cars to get in the playoffs, and on the final lap,
He's like, "Fuck it."
he said, "Fuck it." Hit the pedal,
Hit the wall and
hit
just
the wall,
coasted.
and just rode
Floored
the
it.
wall all the way around past everybody.
The video's cool.
Past the 2 spots he needed, crossed the finish line, and,
and
got
into the playoffs.
Yes.
And there's
Yeah.
a reaction video of all the other drivers going, "What the fuck is going on? What the hell? What is he doing? Oh my god, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen."
Now, I've
Yeah.
heard that someone has done it before. I don't know if it has been in the
Yeah,
NASCAR, but it
Dick
has
Trickle
been done.
did.
Dick Trickle?
Yeah,
Who did he race? Who did Dick Trickle race for?
Did you just?
Days of Thunder.
That's right.
But there is a Dick Trickle too.
Yeah, there is.
Racer.
He ended up killing himself.
Oh.
I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't misquote.
He didn't
me,
really
right?
do
But-
it though, right?
No.
Like this has been done recently, but I don't think it was in NASCAR. I think it was another.
Yeah,
like
we did
the Winston Cup.
on our show. We did this whole one of those brackets, like who had the worst name.
It was Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain. Yeah.
So he's
he's
had
the one
to
that did
go-
it this recently.
Dick
Yeah.
Trickle.
He had
Not
to
Dick
go. He had to
Not-
pass those 4.
No, he's dead.
And when it said he went
Poor Dick
when
Trickle.
he hit the hammer and hit the wall, he was going 70 miles an hour faster than everybody else.
Yeah. So
He
it-
just blew by.
I saw a video where
He
they're
just
like,
rode the wall.
sometimes it works in the video games, and it showed like what could happen in the video games where you just like catch and just
Flip
you know,
off.
yeah.
Kill some
But you hear his pit
people
guy
in the-
go,
watching.
like he's in the video I've
Spectators.
got, he's talking. He's like, "How many places do we need? You need to get 2." And he's like, "All right." And he's like, "I'm going to go for it." And you hear the pit crew goes, "All right, go for it."
Fucking
and then he
wrecked his
hits
car.
that
and-
wall, wrecks his car, and rides the wall all the way around to the finish line.
It was awesome.
It's pretty damn fun.
Like I feel like after this, there's going to be some sort of
Rule.
like yeah,
NASCAR
you
rule
can't
that
do
goes
that.
down. There's a lot of people on the video I watched today that has all the drivers talking. You can go find it on Twitter if you just look up.
What, half of them think
NASCAR
it was cool and half of them
or
think it was bullshit.
Texas Motor Speedway. A lot of people are like, "This is bullshit. There
See,
needs to
I'd
be
be
a
like,
rule against this. There's
well,
going to
not
be a
his
rule
fault.
come down with this." And why?
Look, man,
it's
you
genius.
can
thinking.
do anything at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, rubbing is racing.
And in a place where you can wreck your car and smash it up against each other and still go across the finish line and get a win.
Yeah, they're gonna come. I mean, they're gonna come out and say it's too dangerous for the other drivers because you cause a wreck and really injure somebody.
What if they make it a part of?
it's
What if they
too dangerous for the fans?
Hey, what if they
Oh,
make
that
it a
too.
part of
Doing
the
that on the
sport?
wall.
What if they just make it a part of the sport and like that's something that cars are like start designing to do? Just
know what?
Take it up against the wall.
While we're doing that, let's
Go
bring
like
let's bring back
Tron.
some figure eight racing too.
Yeah, with some jumps, some
Yeah.
sweet
Yeah.
jumps.
Let's just make it a whole goddamn Hot Wheels
let's
track.
make-
Put a
let's-
loop in it.
2 loops
Let's make NASCAR great again.
like boobies. Let's make NASCAR great again, and then like boobies. Someone time code that.
I need a blue and yellow hat that says "Let's make NASCAR," like a Napa hat.
Yeah.
Let's make NASCAR great again.
And then under it, boobies.
Boobies. And the O's are loops, or
Yeah.
the Hot Wheel track
There
loops.
you go.
They're called
And
boobies.
there's car inverted nipples that are cars up at the top.
Now you need to be at least 103
through the
miles an
loops.
hour when you hit the boobies.
What was it? Formula One said they would never come out to Texas Motor Speedway, or one of them.
Cart won't.
Cart, yeah.
I was
Cart
out
won't,
there.
Yeah,
I was out there the day
They pass
were
out.
They were testing,
yeah it's insane.
and they were going way. Like we were sitting there going, that car's going way too fucking fast, and would hit the corners, and it was like, and there's a dip between 3 and 4. Right as you go into turn 4, it's kind of smoothed out now, but back then it was a hard dip, and we were like you could see the car kind of come up off the ground when it was hitting it, but they were going so fucking fast.
Yeah.
And all of us were like, this is too
I
fast.
used to
way too fast.
my office used to be on like turn 3. Wait, no, turn 2 is where my office was out there. And when every once in a while Indy cars would come out and practice, and it sounded like they hit something when they would hit those turns. You'd hear like, it
yeah.
was like, and that was the Indy cars. Those carts,
Yeah.
whew,
I wonder how fast he got up to though. Whenever he rode that wall like that.
it was like 223 or something crazy. It was in
Does
the
this
200s.
article
I
say
thought.
it? He said all I saw was he was going 70 miles an hour faster than
Oh,
everybody
you're
else.
talking
Yeah, yeah,
about
no, that- yeah,
this
that- yeah.
NASCAR. Thing.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the guy in the carts that were passing out.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking like you hit that wall and you get fast enough. I mean, I'm curious how many G's he's pulling too.
it can't be something sick.
Well, he was on the. It was more on the straightaway though. So
I'm waiting for an open wheel race car to try it.
You can. The tires would blow right
Yeah.
away. Boom. But I don't see anything here about it. Just says he's going 70 mile an hour faster.
It's like Mario Kart.
Ross the Rocket, but the video is
Awesome.
fucking amazing.
is.
It's
It
so
looks
cool.
like it looks like someone his accelerator got stuck or something. He's just yeah.
Wonder if I can play it up there.
Did you see that a couple of weeks ago when that one the black racer, what's his name again? What's his last name?
Sparks?
Is it Bubba Sparks?
Yeah.
yeah. This new
Anyway,
booty.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Rocking everywhere.
when he fucking got in a fist fight, like came out swinging, like he was in some kind of wreck or something. And he came out swinging, man, just like
Was he the one
Didn't
that was
even-
fighting? I didn't know who it was.
yeah,
That was
That's
you
fine.
said a few weeks ago, right?
yeah. It was like a few weeks ago. Guess they're getting pretty intense in the NASCAR world this year.
It says already, this was 10 hours ago, NASCAR won't add a rule to prevent a Ross Chastain copycat move during
It'll
the
be-
Phoenix Championship races.
It'll be next
so they may
season.
let it go this season. God.
If I was NASCAR, I'd be like, "Fuck it, let's see what happens." Put it in the disclaimer of the tickets, like, "Hey, if one of our racers decides to go the hard way out or the easy way out,
Sorry, you're fucked.
sorry, you're fucked. You can't sue us."
But there's stuff coming off those walls at times that
Oh,
could
yeah.
totally just
Kill.
kill you, destroy the car, flip your car up into the crowd.
I mean, tires
I
have gone
think-
into the crowd.
I wish
before.
for that on my way home from work every day.
Metal goes into the crowd all the time when I was out there. That's weird.
Just looking for that sweet release.
Just
Man, what if
in.
I just ran this car into this bridge?
God. Jesus. Let's see here.
Well, that
Where's
went off the
video?
rails.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was praying for you. Now I know you want
Oh, my
sweet
gosh.
release. I'm begging for sweet release.
He's right. Ray was right. The good son died.
I hope you make a band with that name.
The good son
Yeah,
died. It'd be
yeah.
such a cool name.
It would be.
The good son died.
I was telling one of my buddies I had this I don't have time to start a project or anything, but I was like, I want to start a southern thrash metal band.
There you go. Good son died.
But do I want that kind of almost like Rebel meets Rebel vocals with some thrash going behind it.
Like a band that would play blast beats and country in one song.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how
I
we
wanna
started
do- I
our
wanna do
podcast
that.
show. What are you trying to do, man?
Trying to play this video.
Oh,
See if it'll play.
did you did you
He's just
see
like-
who
he's
reported it
cruising
so we
around.
know where they're at on the scale?
And then he just punches it, rides the wall, goes around.
Yes.
Every fucking button.
Why is it doing frame by frame?
Oh, it's probably because of the way the stream is up there.
I think he said he'd done that in video games.
Yeah, he
and
said it on
and So
GameCube.
he's just like, yeah.
He said he started doing it on GameCube.
Well, then, and
But
there
I
was
wonder,
like
I wonder
a-
if he's tried it in
and
the
if you can watch
Sims.
the rest.
Yeah.
He had to have,
yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, it's just silly.
That when I watched that, let's do a little TV talk. By the way, this is a good lead into it. When
And
I
then
watch,
we got to get out of here. We're over.
yeah, when I watch that show you turned me on to the For All Mankind.
Oh, not the sex lives of college girls.
No, not that one. They
On
stopped
HBO?
making that one.
No, it's on HBO.
Oh, it is. Okay,
It's not
I'll
what
check
you
it out,
think
but
it is.
Anyway,
There's nothing good about it.
It's not on Skinamax.
Fucking
No.
misleading.
Yeah, it's totally
it's not,
misleading.
It's not about suburban
No,
Serbs.
I don't know. I haven't really watched it. I just saw it on there the other day.
Anyway, when they're in the simulator, the space shuttle simulators, I'm always like, man, at the end of the day, I'd be like, man, I'm gonna try to take this on a freaking little loop, or just that's it, I'm going to Mars, like start hitting my turbo thrusters. I think I would be tempted to do that every day. They'd be like, no, don't do it.
If we pay for the expensive ass tour at NASA down in Houston,
They have to take us and let us do
we
that.
get to be in a simulator, right?
We have to. And I'm gonna try to do a loop to loop. Like the shockwave.
Boobies.
Yeah, boobies.
You know,
It's
the
gonna
space
be
shuttle,
boobies training.
there is no thrust when you're coming in. It's just gliding.
Yeah.
There is nothing else
Yeah.
going on.
No, I'm talking about while we're in space.
Oh, while you're in space?
Yeah, like when
Well-
we're about to, guys, negative on the re-entry. I'm going for Mars.
You just bounce off the atmosphere and barrel roll it. And
Yeah,
they're like, "Look
no,
at us."
Captain Stubbs, no.
We know.
No.
You know, you're supposed to barrel roll the space shuttle, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So you're facing the
So
Earth.
then I wouldn't barrel roll it, and I'd continue
You'd be
where
like,
I'm
"Oh,
going.
yeah,
Like,
let's look
fuck
at
y'all,
space.
man. I'm out.
You don't
out
get
this
to look at the
motherfuckers.
Earth."
Fuck you, Elon. I'll be at Mars first. And they'd be like, no, Stubbs, that's not how it works, man. And all of a sudden, everything would be like, bam, 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 bam. And they'd be like,
Feed goes black.
now we got to reboot it again. Thanks a lot, Stubbs. It's going to be like 2 hours now before we can do any more training.
If you're in zero gravity, going 16,000 miles an hour, can you do a loop?
I would think so. The craft has to be able to do that. Because what if a TIE fighter strikes?
He's got a point.
You're onto something.
Mhm.
You're
All
right.
right. Question. I gave you a homework assignment. I want to know if you happen to see it. Did you watch the new work, the Tony Soprano?
I have
prequel
not
yet?
watched it yet. I have not
Okay.
watched it yet because I think
Just wanted to
it
see,
got
check
pulled
in with you
down.
and see.
Where'd you
Or
see
is
it?
it-
You saw it on the airplane, right?
Yeah, well, it's on HBO right now.
It
too,
is
I
on
think. I'm
HBO?
pretty sure it is.
Okay.
That's where I saw it. I watched it again.
Oh, you
'cause-
did?
Yeah, recently.
I'll watch it.
So anyway, I just want to see what.
Maybe
you
I'll
thought
watch it
about that.
tomorrow.
It's pretty good movie. You seen it?
Maybe I'll watch it
No.
tomorrow.
It's pretty. You like The Sopranos?
I haven't watched it.
Oh.
I've never watched it.
Did you watch All Sopranos?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and I love the new movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good.
The ending is so cool. You'll enjoy the ending. You'll be like, "Fuck yeah, this is cool."
Actually, about to start watching The Sopranos.
Did
should.
y'all watch?
You know what you should do? Watch the prequel for that movie first.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch all of Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And did you watch El Camino?
I did.
Yes.
Yeah, it worked out.
Other than
I was
him being
disappointed
a
in El
little bit
Camino, though.
overweight and not matching.
Things not matching
Yeah,
up.
I was just like, whatever.
I was
You're a
kind of
meth head.
disappointed.
Just look
in,
past
though.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Thought you did drugs.
Yeah.
I was depressed. I wanted more from it.
Better Call Saul delivered on all
Depressed
that
about
though.
I haven't watched it
I
yet.
still haven't watched the last. I haven't watched the last season yet.
I haven't either.
Fucking.
I kind of want to watch the fourth season. Was it 5 seasons or 6? Because I want to watch the one that I finished last year first. Because I feel like I've forgotten about a lot of what's going on with Saul and like the whole series.
Well, they all have the
recaps
of the entire season.
I always go
watch
back
it.
and watch the last episode of the previous season just because then it just kind of.
Remember back in the day when we had normal
Resets
cable
my
TV
brain.
and they would, when a series was coming back out, they would marathon the season before.
Yeah.
They still do
like
that?
on the weekends.
Yeah.
It'd be like marathon weekend for Walking Dead into the next season.
Have any of y'all? You haven't started Dragon, right? Have y'all?
No, I wasn't going to.
I have, but
I think I'm about
probably-
to, though.
I guess I'm right to the point where I guess
The finale happened, right?
the age difference.
The age difference. That's a weird thing.
I saw the
Yeah.
comparison to Shrek, and I was just like, I'm not gonna watch it.
But
You
the
not seen
finale
that?
happened,
I have.
right?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna watch that.
Okay.
The last 3 episodes were the payoff. Last 2 episodes were the payoff.
That was the.
Yeah, it's all edging until those episodes. And you're like,
edging.
yeah,
Like your shrubs and like your bushes and all.
Mhm.
Like
You're just
edging your yard.
cleaning things up around the house and everything.
Gotcha.
And then Andor, which half your show doesn't like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been watching it. I liked it.
I liked it too.
Yeah, I've liked it.
I thought it was great.
Last episode, I was kind of like, eh.
I haven't found
Started-
anything Star
I didn't
Wars
turn
yet
on
that
it, but I was like, come on.
Well, it's not over yet.
I know. In fact, is there one up tonight?
Tomorrow. Yeah, tonight.
See, I'm a bachelor this week, so or single man. I'm a bachelor. So I'm going to be watching lots of TV.
And have you got Call of Duty yet?
I've not. And that might be exactly what I get.
I'm waiting till I
Thursday
come back.
night.
I'm waiting till I come back from my cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaving in like 2 weeks.
I'm just worried what it's going to do to my F1 career.
So I forgot all about.
No Russian?
No,
Or-
it's not in that. This
The
isn't
lobbies?
This isn't
This
a
isn't-
rewrite.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not. It's a continued story of everything. It's
Oh, I
not
thought
a
it was a
rewrite.
rewrite.
No, but you're playing through. Or I'm playing multiplayer now because I finished the story. I'm playing multiplayer,
How's that?
and it's fantastic. It's so great because there's so many cool game levels you can do. But I had to narrow down my selection the other day, and I was playing a lot of it while I was sick.
What do you mean narrow down your selection?
Well, if you go to a quick match, you can go in and tell
Oh,
it
yeah.
exactly
Which
what
ones
matches
you
you
Right.
want? Yeah.
So I narrowed it down because I love domination. I love team deathmatch.
My
So I got
favorite
both
too.
those, and then I put in hardpoint and
I like Hardpoint as
headquarters.
well.
And so I'm sitting there playing, and I forgot as I'm cruising along, and the maps are coming up. All of a sudden, it says Crown Raceway, and I'm like, "Huh? What map is this?" And you go in, and it's a Formula One map, and it's laid out with all the trailers and everything, and you're going through
Yeah.
it, and you're back. You go through the pits, through the garages, and there's cars racing by as you're out there just.
You're in the middle of a gunfight and there's an F1 race
And
going
it
on.
looks gorgeous.
Really?
Looks
Was
absolutely
it at?
gorgeous.
What track was it?
I don't. They just.
This just says some crazy
It's some made up track. but
fictitious
yeah.
track.
Yeah. But it's. I forgot all about it. I was like, holy shit!
Did you forget how racist the lobbies are?
I'd mute everything.
man.
That's what I do
Mute everything.
too. I
The
mute
only thing
everything.
I let go is the when you kill someone, you have that like 5 seconds
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah.
hearing their audio.
Yeah. And you hear him.
So I mute everything except that because
So
I
you can hear him
love
getting pissed.
like you take someone down
the
after they've got
payoff.
a huge kill streak going, and all you hear is "fuck," and
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's what you do it for.
or every once in a
I
while, you
like the
get
guy that
you're a
starts.
little bitch.
Yeah.
You're a little
yeah,
bitch.
Yeah. The one that starts hate messaging you too
Yeah.
and yelling. You're like, ha, gotcha.
Yeah, and you'll get messages. I have gotten a few messages like,
And then the kids, when you get pissed, you get blocked a lot when you're like, kid, I will kill your fucking mom right now for that. I'm coming to your house right the fuck now. I'm going to slit her throat and piss on her wounds.
Yeah, I imagine that gets you blocked, man.
cool. Matt?
That was Stubbs saying that.
Jeez.
The government that's listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have
Homeland
trouble. I
Security's
have
gonna
trouble
have something to
staying
say.
in the rooms. I have trouble staying in the room, so I have to mute mine.
Fuck you. I will hate my neighbors. Fuck you.
I'm trying to find the other one. Oh. Do you yell this?
I'll come back and butt fuck your father with your mom's headless corpse on this goddamn lawn.
That's exactly what I say. Every time I get hit by a sniper,
I'll come back and butt fuck your father with your mom's headless corpse on this goddamn lawn.
I have rewatched that. Not a bad season.
Nope.
If you disconnect it from the first one.
Yep. You have
and
to
the third
disconnect.
one. It's a completely different storyline.
Everything's better if you disconnect.
If you disconnect
Right
and
now.
don't expect the greatness of the first season, just watch the second season on its own. Take a break. If you're binging them all, you can't do that.
No.
Watch the first
You got to
season.
take a break for sure.
Take a 6-month break. Come back and watch the second season.
Yeah.
And then take a
Because the first
month break.
one, it's just too much expectations to ever meet.
There will never be anything
True
like
Det-
that
Are they
ever
going to
again.
do another True Detective? Like, are
There's
we
supposed
done?
to be a 4.
Okay, cool. That'll be one that I'll be watching pretty soon.
And I think it's going to
I'll
be
probably start the
Chuds.
Dragon Woman tonight, at some point.
You should download Call
Call of Duty. I might do that as well.
Just get that going. Let it go.
Might as well go broke before Christmas.
Oh, 80
Fuck
gigs.
it.
Your kids don't need anything. They've got
Eh,
enough.
Yeah.
They have their dad in their life. That's all that matters, right?
Right.
Tell them that.
I need beer.
You don't need Taylor
Yeah.
Swift tickets. You have
Uh-uh.
me in your life.
You don't need insurance. You got me.
Yeah. I am your insurance.
Religion? You got me. No.
Well, boys.
Yeah.
It's a good marathon.
I wanted
That's
some
good
more
marathon.
conspiracy
Been
talks.
fun.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
We need to.
You
I'm
can
really,
always do that. Yeah.
I really want to do a show where we just break down every conspiracy that's been there.
Like in one go.
Yeah, well, not all of them, but all the big ones and all the the ones that are floating around now.
We were talking about doing that like marathon podcast, longest Guinness Book. That's the episode to do it.
Yeah, maybe that'll just be a 8-hour segment
Sleep deprived.
where we just
Yeah.
tag in and
Yeah.
tag out.
Just going on rants.
I'm down for
yeah.
that.
Where we were going to do it for charity,
Pick
right?
some charity. Do kind of like Norm's
Where
little
were we?
when he stays on the radio for after was it Thanksgiving? It's about to come up, isn't it? When Norm does it,
Yeah,
do the same thing except do it with podcasts, and we got to hand it off.
I thought he said Trash Pockets up there says Hot D rules. House of the Dragon.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
Hot D rules.
Hot D rules. But yeah, we should get some local celebrities involved. Like
Drink some local celebrity beer
Yeah. Go somewhere.
where local celebrities go.
See if a bar would let us just broadcast all night inside there.
I know one that
after they
would right
close at
now.
2.
You could send him a message right now and be like, "I'm in."
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Just, we do a lock in.
Yeah. Hire some women of the night.
Why do we have to go straight to prostitution?
He's single right now.
That's right, man. I'm on a tear.
We already covered they don't have back pages anymore. We can't
Yeah.
Oh,
do
that's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Can't do that.
What about does anyone got any little boys behind their bar? Now hear me out,
No, yeah.
Mr.
Let's
Mr.
hear
Beer,
about this.
Mr. Beerman beer company owner. I have this beer. It's really good. It's hoppy, kind of got a lot of head, and we're gonna call it Little Boy.
Okay.
What do you think? Get the green light on that?
It'll go good with our Fat Bob because I get it. But it was Little Man, right?
I thought it was Little Boy.
Little man,
Little
the
child.
fat man and little boy.
Yeah, Fat Man,
Fat
Little
Man and
Boy.
Little Boy.
Yeah, Fat Man and Little Boy.
Yeah, so
Hold on.
all right, here we go.
Little Man and
Look, this
and
one
Fat
one
Boy?
more fact
Little
check.
man and fat boy. No, those are motorcycles.
It was Little Boy.
Little
Yeah,
boy.
was Little Boy. Anyway, I don't know if they make little boys anymore, so I don't know if we'll be able to have any during our marathon.
Little
podcast
Go to
show
the
at
right place
bar.
overseas and you can find anything.
That's right. I'm sure in Thailand.
We're gonna send this little boy to Japan and see what happens.
Big mushroom head.
Is that what they said?
Whoa.
Yes.
All right. Well, glad my mom decided to listen to the show for the first time in 8 years tonight. And
Did your mom know about this show?
Oh no, I don't think so.
I only told my mom when she just gave her the Fort Worth Weekly cover, and it was like, here, don't
Yeah.
listen. You just need to
Yeah.
archive this.
Yeah, don't listen.
Don't listen.
Just trust us. Podcasting is a thing.
We talk about little boys
and how good they taste. Night, guys.
Good night.
Thanks for coming over, guys. See y'all later. Jesus.
That's just too fun to go back
man.
to.
All right, streamers. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you later.